Okay, so just a quick little Damien update. I mean, soccer-wise, did we have a game? I think
Soccer,
it's Thursday, so I think we had a game today, right? Or was that yesterday?
yeah, the lads lost regular season finale. It went down 1-0. I was there live in person. 0-0 at half. I was there until the 65th minute. Edawanda scored and I left. I was out of there.
So the
I
season's
was gonna give him
over.
a chance. I basically was like, okay, if Damien can score, if it stays 0-0, I'll stay as long as it takes. If Damien scores, I'm in to the end. Once Edawanda scores, I'm leaving. And they scored, and I was like, well, okay, my job here is done.
Got to be a
Because
man of your
the
word.
boys were not gonna get one in the back of the net. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, okay, I don't know too much about soccer, but I understand that like not everybody's gonna be like a Pogba and kind of snipe up the middle, but you could, take it around the wings, kick it
Yeah.
center, do all that. I mean, are we doing any of that, or are we just not
There
into that?
wasn't much offense happening. These Edawanda, they were just everywhere. It almost like they had 12 guys out there.
So would it be the equivalent of like Iowa's offense against Bama's defense? Like that kind of
Yeah, everything looked so hard.
gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
Edawanda probably hit the crossbar about 4 different times, so they probably should have scored more than one.
So they
They're
won the
kind of
crossbar
lucky.
challenge.
Yeah, they were lucky to get out of there with a 1-0 loss. But hey, season's over. Now it's track season.
Now you get to say, all right, young Pad won.
Yeah, now
Let's
let's
get
come
to
over and
work.
well, except today, I thought all of the soccer games were over. Calvary Baptist had their last game.
Okay.
Those shitters lost 9-0. So, yeah, let's just say I'm sick and tired of
Uh,
watching soccer. I'm done with it. I'm done with this stupid sport.
I mean,
Every soccer game I've been to, people just been losing.
like 9-0, like, because I know there was a revolution in football when the spread offense came out, and it was like, okay, we're going to score a bunch of points. But I feel like soccer is already kind of a spread offense. Like, everyone's across the field. Like, there's no
I mean,
real,
these kids are just not like
there's not.
if you were watching this game, these guys got nothing. They have zero. The coaches are just yelling at him, and I'm like, brother, he has nothing for you. He can't do the things you're yelling. I don't know how they practice because they don't have a field. Because they have to play
Wait,
their
what?
games. They have to play their games here at Damien. They don't have a.
Yeah, how do you, what do you, like, virtual
They have
practice or
one. They
something?
have
Like,
one like field, but like not like a regulation sized soccer field. So maybe they just practice on that. But
that's why they're
like
asked. They're
like
just
they
used
play 8-man football. They don't even play 11-man.
because the field's just too small, or they
I don't
can't
know.
field the
They don't
team.
have enough kids probably. Like they like let me
Because this is
Google.
the same team you're talking about where the kid cheap shots somebody and just like started
Got a
talking
red
shit,
card.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Let me
So
look.
we just have nothing.
Yeah, where the coaches were on hands and knees. Um,
Just praying that they die at that moment.
my C button not work or what's bro?
Oh,
I
Control C.
trolling
There's a
right
new
now.
update, dude. You have to. It's so stupid. I didn't think I was gonna get into that, but yeah, there's a new update for Windows where you can't like using the Control C function. It doesn't copy anymore, at least for
No, I
now.
just want to type
Oh, you
C.
just want to type C. Okay.
Just want to do C, and it's currently causing issues.
It's telling you to see your way away from it, or what?
Yeah, I'm really trying my best here, and this thing is
It's telling you you must think you're a sailor if you're gonna hit the
I
C.
can't do it on Max Reps. I can't type C on Max Reps. Tell me how that makes any sense.
Can you type a C anywhere else?
Yeah, on Google.
Okay, so it's just Max.
So yeah, I don't know
They
what's
don't want you to
going.
look up the shitters. They're like,
Okay,
we let you
okay,
see
we're here.
enough.
We're here. Varsity ball. They went 2-17 on the year.
Jesus.
They just lost
How do you
today.
play
Let's see if they have it updated. They were playing La Sierra Academy. I
19
know at one
games?
point it was 8-0. Basically, I was walking around the track collecting cones, and I talked to this mom who was just standing there.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What school is this?" Or I'm like, "What school is the team in white?" Because I already knew the Calvary Baptist school, and she was like, "Oh, it's 8-0." I'm like, "That's not what I asked, but
Thank
okay."
you. Appreciate
I'm like, "I
it.
appreciate that," and I'm like, "No, okay, like what school is this?" And
8-0.
she was like La Sierra, and I'm like, "Where's that?" She's like, "Riverside." I was like, "Okay." I was like, thanks."
Hey,
Um,
excuse me, lady. Like, who's playing here? Oh, it's 8-0. Thank
oh,
you.
it's 8-0. I'm like, sweet.
glad. I'm so glad.
So let's see. Let's look at the last. Yeah,
Oh
they don't
man,
have the score
going.
reported. I should report the score right now. It's 9-0.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going
17
2-17.
games on the year. Lost 13 zip, 6-0, 12-1. They won 2-1 against Hamilton. That was the game I talked about the other time. They replayed Hamilton, lost
Yeah.
in an absolute classic matchup. A classic showing. We're having red cards. Come, it was the greatest game I ever. 3-2 loss, 5-2 loss, 6-1 loss, 8-0, 10-2, 8-0, 1-0 loss. That's a tough one right there.
Okay.
1 4-2. That's the last time they won. Was on the 12th of January. It was their last victory.
Damn.
They lost to this team that they just played today 5-0 earlier in the season. 4-3, 7-3, 10-1, 4-1, 4-2, 8-2,
Did I hear something about they lost 10
0,
something?
10-1.
Oh my
Their worst
god.
loss on the season was 13-0 in the first game. Yeah, so um
They're shit. They are
and
shit.
they
That
ain't
is.
good. They are ranked. They're ranking in the nation
Gotta be.
3,198th.
And out of.
Somehow there's teams ranked below them. I don't know how that's possible. Well, I guess teams literally haven't even won a game.
That's sad.
Full,
I can't
Cal-
imagine like going.
full
It's like,
California rankings. Oh, they
who's
are
last
the.
in
Oh,
California?
that's it. They are the third worst team in California.
Who's below them?
So there's King Chavez Community in San Diego.
Okay.
Let's open that tab. And then there's PAL Academy in San Bernardino. Open
Open up
that
that
tab.
one.
Let's take a gander at these.
Yes.
King Chavez went 0-9. So,
Okay.
but I bet you if like they play, I don't know, it might be a game and a half. And then PAL, oh, these boys ain't good. I'll tell you. These boys right here,
They got it.
I can't even share screen out of respect.
What is it, like 22-0?
So they scored 2 goals on the season.
God.
Take a guess. Okay, they've played 10 games.
Okay.
I feel bad making fun of these kids, but like, I mean, unless they're like special needs or something, I don't know. Take a guess how many goals they've given up. They've scored 2. They've only
Yeah.
played 10 games, mind you.
I'm gonna go highball here. I'm gonna go 130.
152. You even lowballed them. Okay.
Bro, I don't give
20,
a
20,
shit. Oh my
22-0,
god.
14-0, 18-0, 18-0, 12-0, 9-1, 16-0, 15-1, 18-0,
I,
10-0.
I,
They lost 10-0 today. Okay, so I recognize this school. Oh, okay, so they lost 18-0 to the team that Calvary Baptist lost 12-0 to.
okay, so
So
Calvary is better
Calvary's got a
than.
little, and then this team, Lucerne Valley Mustangs, played. Oh, they didn't play them. Okay, they played them in 8-man football. I do know that.
I mean,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
agree. I
this
agree with you.
being like
Not
a
trying to
school is crazy though.
like trying not to make fun of the kids. I get it, but like as athletes, like come on, man. Like you got to find something.
That's what I'm saying. Like we can't
Or
get one.
I mean, if you're losing 22-0, I think
I
that's
gotta
your
Google
point. Like
this
you got to find
school.
something else to do.
PAL
22?
Academy. Like this better be the smartest
Yeah, like some Harvard.
charter academy, sure.
Sure.
Okay, education with a. I don't even know what to say. Like, yeah, here you go. PAL Charter Academy. I mean, it almost looks like fake. Like it's not like a real.
Oh, it's like Bishop Sycamore, something like that.
Yeah, maybe winter form was February 16th.
Not a
In
better.
case you were curious about us,
Good to know.
anti-bullying. Nice.
Great.
Yeah,
Well,
they're getting bullied out there on the field.
yeah, I don't know.
Give the boys some help.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, enough on these guys. I mean, this is
That's. I mean, T's and P's to those
mm,
boys, but god damn.
insane. They
22
have,
to 0.
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't even know youth soccer games that go to 22-0. That's that's sad.
yeah, I mean, good season. Now, all soccer should be done. They're not making CIF. I don't think the girls are making CIF. So We should be good to go. Let's start
Why
let's
don't you
start
check
getting
how
after this.
Glendora went? They probably didn't make playoffs for sure, but maybe
The
they did a little bit
girls
better.
aren't terrible. I actually know that
We do, okay.
because the girls beat St. Lucy's. The guys, Glendora guys are worse than Damien guys, so just take that into consideration. You know how much those guys struggled this year, so that's the last win that they
Oh,
got was
against
was
Glendora.
against. Actually, I think Glendora girls are gonna make CF. I think if you're top 3 in your league, you make it to
That
the
rule needs to go away. I'm
CIF.
not gonna lie. It needs to be 2. It needs to be your top 2. This whole
Yeah, so they're
basically
gonna
everybody
make it.
gets a
It's gonna be
trophy bullshit.
Altaloma.
Okay.
Altaloma's got a squad. All right, it's gonna be Altaloma, Ayala, and Glendora.
Always
Then
Ayala.
for guys, I don't think
They're staying home.
they got 4th in the league.
How many wins?
They went 2 wins, 4 losses, 4 draws.
Okay.
Gonna be Altaloma, Claremont, and Ayala. That is the thing, like,
I can respect the
wow,
draw.
Bonita did this bad? What happened to the lads?
It broke down.
So this is why, like, Damien's not, like, horrible. They're not as bad as it seems. Like, they lost to Bonita 5-zip, but,
Okay.
like, then they tied Glendora once, and Damien beat Glendora, so it's like the boys just
Everybody's
couldn't
just like
they
a
couldn't get the
shit kind of triangle going on there.
yeah, basically.
Okay.
They couldn't get the ball in the back of the net.
It's a problem.
That's yeah, and if you can't score, I mean,
Yeah. What are we even doing? I
if you
mean,
can't score a goal, you're never gonna win.
no, because then you
There you
can't
go.
park the bus.
Mhm.
You park the bus, nobody's got a goal.
Yeah.
We're a 0-0.
Yeah.
That
So,
is
yeah, there's that.
yep. T's and P's to the boys, you know.
Yeah,
Let's
good
try
season.
to get a little better, maybe. I
It's
don't
a
know.
good season.
Yeah. All right.
Better
Well,
luck next year.
yeah. I mean, it has to. God, it had to get
Yeah.
better, right?
You'd like to think.
I mean,
Can't get much worse.
do you think it gets to the point like the coaches for Glendora and Damien walk in and they go, "Boys, it could be worse. We could be Cal Baptist." And they're like,
We
"Yeah,
could be Calvary Baptist. We could be PAL Academy.
could be."
Losing 22-zip our first game.
Man, that if that doesn't like that's got to insta check you. Like you're hyped, it's your first game of the season. Everybody thinks we're gonna win the league, we're gonna do this, and then you get 22-0
The
waxed.
thing is, I wonder if those teams like do they even think or are they just literally doing it for fun? Like, but there's
Or because
nothing
they just
fun about that. Are they being forced
yeah, you think it's one of those situations where
for
like
PE
parents
credit?
can't like pick them up, so
Yeah.
you gotta
Like,
play.
hey, can't pick you up until 5. You're either joining soccer or you're gonna study. And it's like, I guess I'll just do soccer. I mean, well, how bad could it be? Just getting
22.
just getting slammed out there. You're like, wait a second, this isn't fun. I don't want to do this anymore.
I would love to see the like on goal percentage. If you're scoring 22, like are we 22 for 25 shots? Like
I know. Like, could you have
what's my
scored
field goal
40?
percentage?
Like, is there even enough time in the game to score like that many points, like or
I
that many
don't know.
goals?
I don't know. And isn't I thought that isn't there something in soccer? This might just be or I might just be bullshitting. Where like if you beat someone by a certain amount of goals, you get like an extra point for it or something like that. Like I don't know.
I don't think so.
Thought I heard there was some
Not
shit like
not
that.
in this.
Okay,
I know
not in this
there's like
world.
goal difference for tiebreakers. Like you want to win
Okay.
by more, just in case there's a tie.
Yeah.
Whoever has scored the most goals will make it through. But
Yeah, these gentlemen dropping 22 is definitely gonna help that. That'll give you a nice cushion.
man, I mean,
22. I mean, do you think they just feel bad after going up like 11-0 and they're like, "Oh,
yeah. And then like you put the second stringers in, and then do they just slam people too? Speaking
yeah,
of that, let me look at max threats because Etowanda.
yeah.
Well, Damien beat Etowanda in basketball to win league.
Hell yeah."
And then the girls play, but like St. Lucy's, they stand literally 0 chance against these girls. Like this
It's
is
still
like it's real ugly. They lost on Tuesday 67-2. 2.
what
Yeah. Oh
how
yeah.
did anyone try to shoot or like what
They
is
can't. They just don't have the they can't do it. I'm actually gonna look at let me find out.
how do you
Etowanda has the number 1 girl in the country on their
have
team for basketball.
no I
So it could be real.
well like them losing I can understand that they got the number one girl, but like we could at least like at some point try to take like a half court shot or something just to get something else on the
I
board.
don't
Like,
even know if they can. I don't even know if they can get it off. That's the problem.
jeez.
That bad.
Just hit with full court clamps or what?
I mean, I know they beat them, but I'm wondering what the score. Wonder what the
67 to
score of this
2.
thing. That was against Rancho. The Etowanda games are worse. Like Etowanda realistically could win probably 200 to like 4 if they felt like it. If they
God
wanted to just keep
damn.
if they wanted to just keep trying.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Well, they better slam people in playoffs then.
Yeah, they need to get them out this league. That's what they don't need to be playing in this league. It's
We do not have the
it's not
facilities.
right.
We're not built for
We
this.
can't keep up.
It's basically bronze and fucking
No, I mean, yeah,
iridescent
no,
just
it
getting
pretty much
shot.
is like
Uh,
Etowanda.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. As I was picking up my parents from the airport on Monday, and I'm driving through LAX, bro, I just have like flashes of terminal, and then when I'm getting told where people are, like my dad starts out saying like, "Oh, I'm at P3," and then they end up at like 2Q. I'm
At
like, "P3?
Q7.
I'm rotating. I'm rotating.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm hitting a pitch." I was like, "What is happening? Where am I? How'd I get here?"
Yeah, they don't even put the score up at a game, like
You know what? I respect that because if it's
yeah,
so
like 'cause
bad, like
it's
we're just
yeah, it's
not
like there's
gonna
no point to like
we're not gonna kick you while you're down.
yeah, 'cause they could.
Yeah.
They could. I think they won like 85 to 8 earlier in the year, but like
Damn.
they typically don't even play their best players.
They
Like
just rest. It's like an NBA
no,
franchise. Like,
it
okay,
is,
we're
but the
gonna
problem
rest you
is it's
tonight.
senior night for them, so they're gonna put their senior girls in, at least let them rock out for a little bit. So
Yeah, it's
it's
gonna
not even.
get
That's why I'm telling the girls like we're getting our lick back in track this year. If we
yeah,
can compete, like we might not be able to hang in like soccer
wide,
or basketball,
wide.
really just those two. I'm like we're
Keep the
gonna get
receipts.
it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
we'll win
yeah.
and be like, hey, that was for basketball.
Yeah, that one.
That
Well, we
one
thought it was for
we're
soccer,
gonna
but
we're gonna run it up. We're gonna run this shit up.
22 skunked your ass.
Yeah,
That's
fact.
that's fucking crazy. I can't even imagine you're sitting at the dinner table with your dad. So how was soccer? Like, well, we lost. Ah, that's too bad. How was it close? We lost 22-0. Like,
Yeah, the thing about the games
hmm,
too is like there aren't any parents there. Like the game started, there was one parent sitting in the stands.
they won't be associated with this.
One parent at the whole Damien thing, and then there were some parents like near, like on the track and
Yeah.
like standing like that watching, but like one parent. I was like, bro, this is insane.
I would
I'm
imagine
like,
there were like, how is there not a parent going rogue and just showing up drunk to it? You know what I mean? Like,
I
let's get a
mean,
fan section at
yeah,
least.
you probably could. The coaches probably were honestly having to watch
Oh,
that.
have to be
I don't know how you get through it if you're not.
shotgunning a beer under the bleachers and going out.
Oh, for real.
Let's do. And 22. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would just you get in a fight with a coach coming across the field. You son of a bitch, you ran that up. Like
Yeah.
I put like my last string in. Like I don't have a fourth string. I made one. Like
Oh man, those guys
that's
are just
tough.
like they almost scored a couple times and they even if they're
Just
I feel like the other team was trying
to let
to
him score.
give them one. Like, all right,
Yeah,
guys,
just for
like
some
whatever.
confidence. Like see,
Yeah,
look, we're
like
back.
it got so bad, like it was 9-0. Uh, when I was walking by, I knew what the parents were for the team that was winning. They were like standing and filming and stuff. Calvary Baptist missed they could have scored, and the parents of the other team were like, "No!" Like they were mad that the other team didn't score. Like that's how everyone was trying to to get them to score, and they just couldn't do
These
it.
guys are like a Make-A-Wish squad at this point.
No,
Like,
that's
oh
what it like
no,
felt like. I was like, okay, this is getting a little weird.
man. I mean, I understand not like. There's just some points though. Like even if you're like down in the dumps, like I don't know about you. I couldn't see myself in a situation like that, but I'd rather be treated like an athlete than like a fucking Make-A-Wish team.
Yeah,
Like, oh, we just
don't
wanted you to score. Like, don't pity me.
don't piss me off. It's like the end of a race at track meet sometimes. Like if somebody falls in the hurdles or if someone's way behind, the people be like, "Oh, just clap them in." I'm like, "Don't
Hell no.
fucking clap for me." That's the last thing that person wants is every single person
Yeah,
staring at them like after either they just ran the worst race of their life or they messed up and fell or they're just terrible. They're like, "Oh, I want the whole stadium
to
clapping me
look at
through the line."
me.
Yeah, that's like, bro, they don't want your clap. Like,
No. They want a beer. They want a nice cold beer,
Yeah.
maybe a whiskey.
Speaking of shitter squads, on my other monitor I have Oregon basketball versus USC basketball.
Okay.
USC is so bad.
The men's
They're
team?
they're 8-12, 2
How?
and 7 in the Pac-12, and they're down by 15 points right now to Oregon. At home too. It was a home game.
I thought
Getting
we were
them
supposed to be like godlike with these new recruits and shit.
supposed to. Yeah.
Just hasn't happened. Well, then again, I heard that with football too, and it didn't
Got
happen.
Bronny out
So,
there for nothing, doing nothing. Yeah.
bro, the
So
fact that that kid had a heart attack so young, that's scary.
I know. Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
I think your
what is
camera froze.
like?
You tell me.
Oh, it did.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, I think my computer froze.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
Well, I can hear you. So
Oh, hey,
you're
we'll just.
coming to
I
us
look
from the
like Stephen
ether.
Hawkins.
I
Oh,
know. Yeah. It's not a good look. That's for sure.
my screen just went black. Okay, we can roll with
Nope.
this.
I can still
Okay.
hear you. So I mean.
I
Oh,
and I'm
there we
back.
go.
Okay.
I th-
I don't know. So I saw that I look like Stephen Hawkins kind of to this side, kind of stuck like that. So I kind of get a realistic feel of that. Not the Epstein version of him where he's
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
on the
Ooh, yeah.
island.
We don't want that. That's
No,
the
no,
last
no,
thing we
no.
want.
No. That's, I think my computer, I usually have it on like night mode, so it's got like less blue
Oh,
light.
okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just said, hey, guess what, pal? Go
So you're
fuck
not doing
yourself.
shit.
You're waking up and you're going through this. So computer, you win. Um, yeah, thought that with the recruits, we got it at SC
No.
that I heard, USC basketball is supposed to be godlike, and then that's
The
just
women's team's pretty good. The guys are terrible, and that's what pissed me off seeing them at the football games. They just be on the
yeah.
field,
I saw
like
that.
hanging out with the DJ, acting too cool for school. I'm like, y'all better be good, because if you aren't, when I was at the women's basketball game, they were doing the same thing. They wouldn't sit in the stands like regular people. They'd be like celebrities. I'm like, y'all are 8 and 10.
What the hell are
Go
we
in the
doing?
stands
Yeah,
with the bomb squads. Okay, go up there. You're not cool. Okay, you guys
yeah.
suck. So go somewhere else with that.
That is, I mean, yeah. You can't be acting like you just shit and then do this.
Yeah.
Two
I
and
mean, I'm
seven
I'm
in the
I'm glad I'm
Pac-12.
glad we got some. This is the first week we've never had a picks
I mean,
and
we could
going
have
into the
picked the Pro
Saturday.
Bowl,
No, we
but
could. Yeah, I mean,
we
what are we
could
talking about?
we could have
Oh, it's
picked
nice that
Peyton
we have
versus
like
Eli.
we got high school updates now. We got high school sport updates. We got shitty ass USC. Like,
Hey,
we
we'll
we have a
find some
chance to
content.
yeah we have a chance to give some light to some other programs out there. PAL Academy obviously holding it down.
Yeah.
Calvary
Well, literally
Baptist trying
holding
there,
it
holding it down at the bottom of California.
at the fucking anchor, just keeping everybody afloat here.
Yeah,
No, I can't tell everybody though. Even if when we hit the football off season, just know we will always have some content.
there's
Like
always something. There's
we're
always
Stooges,
something
man.
cooked up. There's something to
We'll
talk
find
about.
some. Oh yeah. If not, we'll just watch Tej highlights
Hell yeah. I
and
mean, I don't
Beetlejuice fighting.
that ain't the worst thing you've ever said. That's for sure.
It's I mean,
Yeah,
the episodes are probably going to get a little shorter now because we don't have as much to talk about football
yeah,
wise. But
clear and
uh,
concise. That means we're just gonna be locked in.
homies, we're
That's
going to hit
all.
ranked. That's all it is. I do have to say I couldn't get the picture. I was watching like one of the sports shows today,
Uh,
and they pulled up a graphic of Jimmy Garoppolo versus Brock Purdy,
there you
like we've
go.
been saying. I'm just gonna read the stats here, and you can tell me who you'd rather have here, or who's who, I guess. Um, Quarterback number one, 3,978 passing yards,
Mhm.
27 touchdowns, 13 picks. Okay, record 13-3. Quarterback B, 4,280 passing yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 picks, 12-4.
I think I know where you're going with this. The numbers
Oh,
sound better on the other one.
right.
Yeah, but that one's Jimmy G.
You're saying option A or B?
I think B, right? B had more yards and all that.
B is Purdy,
The
but
A
it's
had the better touchdown ratio or whatever.
no. Well, math wise, 31 and 11 versus
Oh,
27
A
and
had the better
13.
record. They were 13 and
Right.
3. Yeah. Yeah.
So they were talking about why like everybody's crowning Purdy as MVP, and they brought up this graphic, and they're like, look, we're talking about. I think it was something to do with like how is this Chiefs versus Niners matchups different than the last one? And they're like, I mean, it's kind of the same as far as quarterback goes. Like they went in with Jimmy G, who was like an unproven quarterback,
Mhm.
and now they're going in with Brock Purdy. He
Yep.
just has more offensive talent like around
Yep.
him.
You got
So
McCaffrey now.
yeah. So everybody saying that everyone's hating on Purdy and you should love him because he's the last pick in the draft. I'm not up, I'm not upset with his success. I'm just tired of hearing that he's MVP and that he's the
Yeah.
best thing they've had since Steve Young and
MVP
Joe
is crazy.
Montana. Like, bro, if I hear one more comparison of how is his trajectory the same as Patrick Mahomes, I might throw up. Like, man,
Yeah,
that's a
Mahomes is about to be a goat with a win.
yeah. Mahomes is about to enter a different
This is about to
status.
be a crazy 5-year run.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift is 1-0 in her
I know.
first season. That's
Bullshit.
kind of insane.
Why couldn't she be dating like Dallas Goddard or one of the Eagles players?
Yeah.
Had
Well,
to be
because they,
Kelsey. Yeah, some bullshit.
I mean, it could have been Jason Kelsey, but he is off the market, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, yeah, we can't have that. He's set. He's locked in where he needs to be.
He was probably your only chance for that, or maybe no, maybe Lane Johnson could have had a shot.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
Honestly, I could see that.
maybe my Lotta could have shot a shot. He can sing like crazy,
Sure.
so that could have been a deal. I don't know if she would go for AJ or Schmidt.
I don't know if she's going African American. That's just
I don't
I
believe so.
don't know.
I think she's sticking with the old whites.
Not sure if she's gonna be doing that.
Oh, maybe Britton Covey, but I think he's
Sure.
married with like 4 kids,
Yeah.
so that might be
Yeah. He could. He would. Yeah. I would like Jake Elliott. He also is married. Has a kid.
right. Right.
Yeah. There's not much. Not much
No,
out there.
Sirianni just says fuck it and just
Could.
forces
Yeah.
to go after Taylor.
The problem is she's like old. She's like kind of old, right? I mean, she's 30 something. She's like
Yeah,
36.
yeah, she's
Like, there's not a lot of older guys
yeah,
that old that are even playing ball, and if they are, they're probably married already.
yeah. I'm thinking they
Yeah.
would be. Um, yeah, that might have been the chance for that, but we won't make our predictions yet. But just know that we're getting at we kind of know a thing or two when we're looking at quarterback play.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this guy is the same
We
as
know
Jimmy
something.
G. It's a great system. I actually did see a great football take, and I couldn't find it on social media, but they were talking about how like Zach Wilson, is dead, like his career's over,
Yeah.
and I believe it was Steve Young was talking about the fact that if it was ever going to work for him and we wanted to see a chance for it, it should be to somehow get him traded or signed to the Rams. Oh, you're gone. Oh, there goes your camera. Oh boy.
Where am I? Am I
Oh,
back?
I think you are.
The hell just happened?
Did you see the future?
I just got spectrumed, I think.
Oh, they're after
Am I
you.
good? Am I
Yeah, you're back. You're
Oh,
back.
okay. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I think
Um,
I'm good.
no, you're
It's
golden.
getting spooky out here.
Hey, bro, you think it's October or something? I'm not
I'm
sure.
saying, I don't know what's going on.
Um, but they were talking about the fact that if you put Zach Wilson in the Sean McVay offense, that's the best chance for him. And I honestly, I'm not saying I would want him as my quarterback for the Rams, but if somehow we got him for a low deal, he sits on the bench, watches Stafford for a couple of years, learns how to play. Sean
Mhm.
McVay could build an offense with him, no
Yeah.
problem. Like that would be the best chance for that kid to succeed because I think he has talent. I mean, I've heard about how disorganized and dysfunctional New York is right now, like as
Yeah.
far as the Jets organization. So I don't think any quarterback's really going to be successful there. But
Yeah, no, hey,
thought it was
it's
an
gonna be
interesting take.
interesting to see. Yeah, people are still sorting out all the head coaches going different places. People saying Chip Kelly's gonna be the OC at the Commanders now. Looks like Kingsbury's going to the Raiders, which does that mean they're gonna try and
Get
jump to one
Caleb.
for Caleb? Doesn't seem.
Oh,
It just seems like Caleb's destined for the Bears, but maybe the Bears said we're gonna go with Fields and we're looking to trade, and the Raiders are willing to go up. Like I have no idea.
I
I don't
wouldn't
know if
mind.
Kingsbury and Caleb is like a duo though. Like it's not like
I don't think Kingsbury really called much. I could tell you what, he didn't make the offense better having him. I think it was looking
yeah,
around
that's
his
what I'm
offense and
saying.
he was
Like
just there.
yeah, I don't know what he really did.
Like you're saying, he's the analyst that
I
wasn't
think it'd
in the
be
booth.
good. Like I'm not saying it's bad for the Raiders. I just don't know
Yeah.
like if he would take that job unless he knew
Right.
that they were gonna trade up and get Caleb, you know? Like, is he gonna just trot out there? Who's over there right now? Frickin' is it Jimmy G, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess. Good luck.
Was it just me or did my camera make me like white like Casper? All of a sudden
Ah,
I was just kind of chilling and you
you look good to me.
okay.
But
It,
maybe.
it looks
There's
bright
just
as fuck
something
over
going
here.
on. There's a evil
Uh,
spirit that's getting involved in
man,
this thing.
don't you tempt me. I will start reading from Psalms chapter 15 and I won't stop until it ends.
Yeah, we can't have this.
Okay. And then we get DMCA or we get a strike from
Yeah.
YouTube because it's religious content and you just can't win. Um, yeah, I mean, I kind of would enjoy seeing the Bears select Caleb in this scenario and see what Justin does in Atlanta
Mhm.
because he's kind of like a Mike Vick but bigger. I don't know if he's got the same arm accuracy. I think he's got the arm strength, but it would be
Yeah.
interesting to see like with all those offensive weapons, Bijan running next to him, like you have the tools to succeed. It would be
Yeah.
interesting to see how he would do. Then again, I don't know if I want Caleb going to Chicago. I don't think anyone can really win in Chicago right now. I think it's a franchise that's destined to lose right now. Like they're just not built to win.
Yeah.
I mean, you got people taking shits in the
Yeah,
boiler
maybe
room,
this
but
new GM is trying to just turn around. I mean, they didn't end the year Would they end 7-10 or 8-7-10, right? 8
yeah, I mean, we
9?
were talking about a long shot scenario for them to make the playoffs, so
Yeah, that's true.
that would have been a wild ride. What if
It
they
would have been
somehow
so
would have
crazy.
made the magical ride and then made their way to the Super Bowl, like just through the wild card? Just
And
man,
they make the Super Bowl and then you have the number 1 pick. That'd be crazy. Can't
just
say
get
that's ever
absolutely
happened, that's for
waxed by
sure.
Mahomes.
Be insane.
I think they finished 7-10.
That sounds about right.
Let me see. Let me pull
It was
down
either
here.
7-10 or 8-9, but I don't think they got to 8-9. I think they lost the last game of the
Oh,
year,
seven
no?
and 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're 7-10.
Did they lose their last game of the year? To
Yep,
the
to the Packers.
Yeah, that's right. That's how the Packers got in.
Yeah.
I do recall. I do recall that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but if you draft Caleb and you move on from Fields and you keep DJ Moore,
I'm drafting Caleb.
yeah, but then I'd want to get him another weapon because I got Khalil Herbert in the backfield.
Yeah.
So you got to spend some money on that offensive line. You got to get some people, some
What's
pieces
their
to
other pick that
contribute.
they have?
I
They have
think
their
they have
own
the
pick, but
number 5.
their
I feel
own
like that's
pick
what they're
though can't be
saying.
that high because it's whatever their pick would have been, and they ended up finishing half decent. That was the thing.
From what I had heard, I thought they had like a top 10 draft pick still. Like their original draft pick still pretty high. Yeah, the Bears have the number 1 and the number 9.
Number 9. So number 9, you could probably go receiver.
Yeah, there's
Could
some
probably
good players
go.
on the
There's
board.
going to be some guys, and then it's
Yeah,
like you trade Fields. What can you get? Can you get a second for him? Could you get one first? I don't know. I don't really know the market on quarterback going to enter his like contract year. You know, like
yeah,
that's the problem. Like, is someone really going to dabble on that? Like, if
yeah,
you're the Falcons, right? You're probably thinking, do we maybe do a little deal here?
yeah. But if I know he's gonna be on a 1 year, because right now he'd be on a 1 year deal with me, because I don't know that yeah, he's not good enough to me right now to give him like a big extension.
Yeah.
Um, I could see the Falcons trading for him and like trading a second round pick for him. That I could see
Hmm.
being viable. No players involved, just a pick for player.
Yeah.
And then if he plays decently this next year, but not like great because he's trying to learn a new system, franchise tag him 1 year.
Yeah.
But I just don't see this next year like a Joe Burrow type deal for
Sure. No, no.
Fields.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
I'd love to see it for him because he's a pretty good talent, but oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah. So I mean, Caleb could either be he's either going to the Bears or the Commanders, unless like you're saying the Raiders trade from 13 up,
Yeah.
which is possible.
I
But
I mean, yeah, they could. I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
I feel like
I feel
Caleb
like
is like
early on we're gonna realize like if the Bears are gonna take Caleb and I like it's not gonna be a
right.
mystery.
Right.
Like
I just
they'd
feel
have
like
to make deals if they weren't, or they'd have to make deals if they were, because
yeah,
if they're not gonna take him, then
You want to
they're
move
gonna
out
be
of number
traded.
one.
They're gonna move out of one. Like, you're not just gonna sit and pick. Like, you're gonna move out and get a bag for someone who wants Caleb. And if you are gonna take him, then you're gonna need to be moving fields. So you're gonna be
Yeah.
looking for teams for that. So like you're gonna have to know something. Like it's not gonna just be a freaking mystery.
Yeah, like I don't see a scenario where the Bears trade Fields and get like the first round pick for the Falcons with it this year. Like I don't see
Yeah.
that
But they
happening.
could get a second. Could they get an early second? And
So,
then you have the first pick, you take Caleb, you have the ninth, and then you have like the 34th, and you're like you can get a guy, like,
oh yeah, you could find somebody.
and you just went 7 and 10, like
Could be something.
it's not all doom and gloom. I think their coach is kind of shit though, me personally, but
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
I
of
don't know.
keeping him. I just because I understand what people were saying. They're like, but he's not calling the offense. I mean, he was. That's what he was brought there for, was to be the offensive coach. Um, I kind of didn't hate a pairing of Cliff Kingsbury as his offensive coordinator because like at
Hmm.
least it's something Caleb is familiar with. Um, I just feel like Caleb is the clear cut first pick like prospect that we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, his quarterback comparison is Mahomes right now, and that's not like an exaggeration. I mean, we saw him live; like the dude is electric.
Hmm. No, he's
A little
insane.
odd painting the nails. That
Yeah, but
probably, yeah.
we live in a new age.
Oh,
We live in a new time.
yeah, I guess I gotta get with it.
If you could sling
But
the pill, I mean,
yeah, but
fuck it.
they don't give a shit. You do what you're
Yeah,
gonna do.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I'd love to somehow see him paired with like Marvin Harrison or like I'm just not sold on Neighbors. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched him
Uh,
play this year and I was like,
you sound the same as I think with Steve Smith said the same thing. He's like, I don't know. Like he's athletic, can
yeah,
do all those things, but he was talking about something about how he gets off the line in
yeah,
press situations that he didn't like, that it's not going to translate well. And Steve Smith
he's been
has
right.
been on, like he was on about Cooper Cup. I remember
Oh
that
man,
draft. He told
yeah, be
everyone
so hype.
He said Cooper Cup is my number one receiver in the draft. And everyone was like, okay, buddy, whatever. And
Guy's
boom,
gonna be a Hall of
hit.
Famer after
Yeah.
this.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I listen to Steve Smith. He's got a good eye. I I can't even really say exactly what it is. I just don't like. I saw he did a couple flashy plays when I'd watch him, but he didn't. To me, he wasn't consistent enough. Like he'll make a splash play, but then he'll make like four bonehead plays, and you're like, what are we doing?
yeah. And sometimes I feel like with
I don't
receivers,
know.
you don't really know. It depends on where they go. Like,
Yeah, what system are we getting into? Are you running
who
crossers the whole
knows?
time?
Yeah,
You running
like who
verticals?
knows where
Like,
you could go? Like if you would have put someone else in like the Eagles offense, or you put someone else in a different offense, like
yeah,
who really knows what it would look like? Some guys look insane, and then some guys look terrible.
it's an interesting thing. I don't know why I just thought about this, but I wonder how Puka Nakua would have done in the Eagles' offense this year. Like, I don't think
Probably
he's
shit.
getting. Yeah, I don't think he's getting the
He's just
same
running
touches.
deep.
Like,
Like
go
Puka
though.
was doing stuff middle of the field, break in, break out, boom, boom, boom. Like he's not gonna like he can obviously go deep and stuff, but
Right.
he can only set that up off of the other things versus like the Eagles were so like spoiled by like, okay,
AJ
Devontae can
Brown.
one on one, AJ can one on one, that they're just like, fuck it, we'll throw it up to him and it'll be fine. Versus like letting him shake loose in the middle of the field and then you set up the one on one and it's making it easier. Like they were almost so good
Yeah.
that it blinded them to like actual strategy.
No, I don't disagree. I was so disappointed with the fact that I thought my take was gonna be right. I thought the Eagles were saving like their motion plays for the playoffs. Like that was what we're saving it for. Because I've seen a lot of games, like we saw it this year with the Chiefs. There are plays that Kelsey he said he's like, look, sometimes in the regular season, like I'm not locked in. Like in the playoffs, I will make that like tough catch. But sometimes in the regular season, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah,
So I thought they were trying to save some juice, but boy, oh, god
they were
damn, they
not.
didn't have. There was no juice, no
Yeah,
juice for the squeeze.
0. Yeah,
Yeah, so that should
uh,
be an interesting draft. I
good
mean,
season.
I don't want to see him as a commander. Just like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
that'd be gross.
Yeah,
All right, so where should we go? Should we go to
time to
um
go a little stooge of the
Stooge
week.
of the week? Yeah, it's only
I
right.
mean, hurts us to do it, but we're journalists at this point. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it
CD
was
seem
bad. Could have been the Lions as a whole, but like you can pinpoint
Yeah,
probably 4 to 5 coaching decisions that could have been made that could have flipped the game. And sometimes
yeah.
I don't like to harp on like, "Ah, well, in hindsight's 2020, whatever."
2020, right.
That's if there's 1 or 2 things, not when there's like 5
5.
that it's like you
We
could
could
have
have made,
not gone
like,
for it
2 of
here,
them.
or you could have not called your timeout, or you could have done that, or you could have boom, like there were
Right.
so many instances of why did you just do that right now that, you know,
I think the biggest one to me, and I just thought of it because I looked at people were talking about the fact that his field goal kicker, I think, was 58% this year. So it's not a gimme field goal for anything.
from that distance.
From that distance, he was 58.
I'm
Um,
pretty sure he had just made one during the game
that's
from that
yeah, they did
distance,
from,
from 40
right before
something.
halftime.
Yeah.
What I didn't understand the most about his decision, because he's gonna live by the sword, die by the sword as far as
Yep.
going for it on fourth, and I respect that. But Jahmyr Gibbs had one fumble the whole season, and it happened in that game, and they
Yeah.
went away from him. And it's like, you need to go right back to him. Be like, look, like kid, he scored one touchdown. So if he scored a
Mhm.
touchdown and he had a fumble, now we're a wash. Okay, go get me one more. Like that, I did not understand, and I think
Yeah.
that that's what he's probably kicking himself about the most. Is like, even if he just runs the football and they don't score again, San Francisco would not have enough time to have made the comeback.
Yeah.
But because you put the
Well, they
ball
had
in
to
the
yeah,
air and
couple
didn't take
long
any clock,
drives with running the ball, kick a couple
even
field
if
goals,
it's
it's over.
yeah, even if you don't kick a field goal, even if you just get a couple first downs, let the clock go down,
Yeah, you
punt
look
the
up and
ball,
there's, like,
coffin
10
corner,
minutes
like,
left in the 4th quarter, you're like, "Oh, wait a second. We're still up by
don't win this
14,
sucker.
like, we're feeling good."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that was kind of but this is more so just reflecting on the game because my initial thoughts were like you, like, why didn't we kick a field goal? Thinking about the points, but looking at more the chess match as far as trusting your guys, that kind of went away from his. Oh shit! You're the thunder.
Oh.
Oh, I heard it.
Oh, damn.
Might be my spectrum's tweaking.
Yeah, hey, there's a lot going on tonight. It's getting real weird out
It's
here.
getting real spooky
Getting
down in these parts.
Oh, I just heard it now.
Yeah.
That's you just got a little early down there in Covina.
Yeah, I got the script
I think I
on me.
heard it too, yeah.
No, I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that the Lions will be back next year, but I thought that the Eagles were gonna be back, and you were assuring me, like,
You
"Look, it's not easy to get back, and it sure as
it's
hell isn't."
it is
Unless you're the
tough.
Chiefs. You're the Chiefs,
To the
apparently you're
Chiefs and
there
you
every
go
fucking
yeah,
year.
when you have, like, Mahomes and Andy Reid, like,
You're
it's almost
solid.
a damn given at that point that you're gonna find a way to get there, right? Like,
Yeah,
but it's hard, like, there's a reason why there aren't really dynasties. We're just kinda living in an era where you go from Patriots to Chiefs, and, like, that typically doesn't happen,
right.
ever.
Yeah, I mean, it went from the Patriots, Chiefs win 1, Rams win 1, then the Chiefs dynasty goes again, like,
And Chiefs are gonna be 4 Super Bowls in 5 years, and they're looking to win 3 out of 4.
yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I mean, yeah, we'll see
I'm
with the
not gonna
picks
bet
coming.
against it. Let's just put it this way, for
Yeah,
when we do the picks next week,
I
it's
will
gonna
be
be
betting against
hard for me
Mahomes.
to bet against Mahomes, and if they lose,
I'll live
so
with it.
be it, but, like, I'm not gonna be the guy
I mean,
to
if you're
get
telling
burned.
me Brock Purdy is going to outpoise Mahomes because in the playoffs, forget about all the talent you have on the field. That's great. Both teams are very talented. It's who is not going to fuck up when the
Yeah.
moments get tight. Like when your throat gets tight, you see that it's a third down, gotta have it. Do I trust Purdy
Mhm.
or do I trust Mahomes? I'm
Yeah,
trusting Mahomes every time.
every
Maybe
time.
twice on Sunday.
Yeah, and the
I
Super Bowl's
mean,
on a Sunday.
so guess what?
There
We're
you
doing that
go.
twice on a Sunday.
There you go. There you have it right there.
Uh, yeah, that's it. Honorable mentions was Lamar and the Ravens offense.
Yeah, I mean, we prayed to God and we prayed to
Yeah,
Lamar, actually. We prayed
that
to
was the problem. That was the
God
problem.
on Lamar's behalf,
Right.
and it failed.
I was
Just run.
as a stooge, I had to go through and watch the film copy from the NFL, which I didn't know you could find, which is it's kind of cool. If you ever want to watch a game back, you can go and find the film copy and see it from every
Mhm.
angle. Kind of made me feel like I was playing college ball again. Looking at film was cool. But I'm watching it, and there's another video where they're breaking down like the route concepts and what they should do and this and that, and how they should pass the ball against this front and this. And then I'm pausing the game that I'm watching, and I'm looking at it, and I think it was like 3rd and 10 and I'm seeing a dime package with 4 defensive linemen and 1 linebacker on the Mar with 6 in the box for the Ravens. I'm like, I don't care what the play call is, I'm running that ball
Yeah,
every
I
time.
saw I saw a clip I was watching today that they were looking at on Pat McAfee show, I think, and that's the only clip I need to see because I knew it was the whole game. It was on the interception.
Oh my god.
There was a linebacker to the left. There was 4 rushing.
Yep.
Linebacker was pretty far to the left, kind of spying, but not really. He's in coverage. The
Yep.
other linebacker's turning and running with a guy. Everyone's turning and running with a
Back to him.
guy, and they're like, you got to think if he just takes off running, he at least gets a first down, probably scores. But instead,
Yeah.
he tries to, trust his arm and rip one in there, and you get picked.
So there was, I mean, we've been talking about the possibility of there being an NFL script. Um, and it that kind of points to it as far as what's going down, but it really was highlighted when Odell walks over to Lamar and he's basically telling him like, "Hey, we're a different team when you run. Like, what's wrong? Like, they're giving you looks to run." So it's like we're not the only ones seeing it.
Yeah,
So I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I don't know if Lamar was he just wanted to beat him that way
By
so
his
badly. He
arm.
just wanted to win, like. But
But if
it's
you
like,
want to do that so badly, then practice that. Like, oh, stop running
just
completely.
go to the
If
Super
like,
Bowl, man. Who cares what people think? Like, if
let
you
him
win
talk,
the
dude.
Super Bowl rushing for 200 yards, people can say whatever they
Still got
want.
a
Like, who
still got a ring.
cares? You got the ring. Like, the
Yeah,
goal is to win. Like,
100%.
now I'm not gonna sit there and say he's the best thrower. Like, if he were to do that,
No,
I'm
he's
not
not.
gonna. I wouldn't question his quarterbacking ability per se.
I
I
question
would
his
say
accuracy.
I
It's
would say
different.
there's better throwers, but the
Yep.
goal is to, with
Win the
the
game.
team you have and who your skill set is, win football games. Like, that is the goal. So if you can win the Super Bowl and throw for 150 and run for 100, do it
Do it.
every single game. Who gives a shit? Like, like,
Yeah,
we're trying to win ball games here.
that's what I'm
Winning is
saying.
everything.
And I hope at some point that the narrative of the script can go away because it would kind of be sad to if that is actually true.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I just I cannot figure out besides maybe nerves, and that's really what separates Mahomes from everyone else in his class is like he doesn't get nervous. Like he is poised. He knows how to take
Yeah.
those nerves and turn
He's
them into
locked in.
focus. Um, that's the only reason I could think Lamar didn't recognize it because I was watching. I can't remember what I think it was. Kurt Warner was breaking it down for the NFL and calling what route concepts they should run and where he's looking and stuff. It's progression, and he was talking about how Spags was doing a good job of mixing his looks up.
Mhm.
But every single look he did, I don't care if you can't identify the front, you can see that's 6 defensive backs, that's
Yeah.
1 linebacker, and 4 defensive linemen.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
not
don't
hard
care
to.
I don't care what set they're doing, what coverage. If they're giving me 5 in the box and I have 6, that's just simple math.
There you go.
I actually think it's a touchdown because Lamar, I think, counts
He's
as
gonna
his
be
own
better.
blocker
Yeah, he's
because
gonna
he's
be
gonna make
better than
someone
that one
miss.
guy. Yeah,
So
100%.
I just can't I can't believe what I saw as far as that goes. Like,
Yeah,
it looked like they were trying to beat the Chiefs through the air so that Lamar could say, "See, I can throw the ball." And like you said, like, just go to the Super Bowl, man.
just
Like,
go to the bowl and let's move on.
yeah. But instead, we have this Taylor Swift Bowl.
We got the Swift Bowl and the frickin' Brock Purdy Bowl. I hope they all lose. I've been seeing so many videos of like a missile has struck Las Vegas. Both teams will not be playing. It will now be Lions versus Ravens in the Super Bowl, and everyone's fucking cheering and shit. And it's what song is in the background? The Man.
Yeah,
Stand
yeah.
up now and face, and everyone's
It's
like
just-
jumping around. It's like clips of like the Cleveland Cavaliers, like after their championship and shit. Everyone's like excited.
I saw one of those that was like that, but it was just the
It's so
Niners got
good.
hit by it, and so they
Yeah,
said the Bears will come out and represent the NFC.
it's so hilarious.
I was like, "Wait a minute, the Bears?" I was like, "This
Yeah, I
is
don't know. We don't need to
crazy."
pick them.
Yeah, I don't really like
The
those
Eagles will be
teams.
given a chance for redemption against the
I'd
Chiefs.
pay to see that.
That guys would
I
get
mean,
slaughtered. Well, I guess he did. See, then I get pissed because like the Eagles went into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs earlier this year.
oh, with the greatest clip. I
Yeah,
don't hear you talking anymore.
yeah. So it's just so crazy.
Uh,
Back to back weeks, beat the Chiefs and the Bills.
yeah,
So what went so wrong? Everything.
that's why when people were saying there's a chance there's flawed. That's like you said, like I'm like they're winning games, so I don't really
Yeah, they
like. Who
just
cares how you're winning? You're stacking up dubs. You're finding a
sta-
way.
and then they started stacking up L's.
Oh well, yeah, those come in bunches.
Yeah,
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 I'm sorry, I'm CDC. Hopefully you're back next year, but
yeah.
I would actually like it if there was a rivalry that somehow started with the Rams and the Lions, just kind of keeping that thing
Like
going
there
as far as
should be.
Stafford
I
and
feel like there should be, as long as those guys are the QBs, maybe.
I'm so excited to hear as a Rams fan that Stafford said like, yeah, my plan is to come back and like to the media, like you guys are gonna have to deal with me a little bit more. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we'll gladly deal with you, pal.
Sounds good.
'Cause you can spin it. All right, time to get into some Twitter.
Let's do it.
This might be one of the coolest things I've seen, and clearly I see this stuff right before I go to bed. This dude made a flaming sword. I have a couple questions.
Hmm.
How do we shoot it? First of all,
Damn.
second of all, how do you not burn your hands here?
Yeah, I know.
Might be
How
the
do you
bigger
not burn
question.
your like place down?
That's a good question. There's a
If you
lot of
s-
wood stuff
if you
going on.
slice, yeah, like if you slice something, is it over? Like everyone's dying?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't. There's a lot of questions that I did not even think of there.
There's a
I mean, it's
decent amount of
cool,
questions.
but I think I'll keep that one to Demon Slayer. Let the animators kind of take care of that. All right. Oh yeah. Now I could actually see someone in my family doing this, so I don't even care what the caption is, but I could definitely see someone in my family doing this. Just hanging it back.
Oh man,
I feel like
that echoed too. That had a nice
yeah,
little like bass. Had a
yeah.
nice bass to it.
I mean the cargo shorts, flip flop. I mean, the guy's an absolute unit. You think this is like the heart of COVID too? Like he's just masked up, just shitting on this.
Probably. I don't know. I still see people walking around with masks. I'm like, brother, you could take it off.
I
You're
think the funniest
outside.
one, bro, the funniest shit was back in COVID when people would drive in their car by themselves with the mask on. I'm like, are you saving yourself from
Yeah.
yourself? Like I don't.
If I see anyone with a mask in a car, like you're insane.
Yeah, you're wild.
In your own car. If you're by yourself, especially, like, okay, maybe you're Uber driver, like, okay,
Right, right,
maybe.
right, right.
Maybe I could get behind. If you are by yourself, what are you doing?
Dude, this I don't even know what country this casting's going for the news, but I think it might be Vietnamese. But this guy's ringtone's insane.
Your phone ringing. Your phone ringing.
Just ditches it. Why is this ringer so loud?
What is this guy picking through as a
Quiet that shit
ringtone?
down. Why has he got his own racist ringtone? Your
And
phone ringing.
instead of muting it, just pitch it.
Just launches it. Honestly, fair enough though. Like
Your phone ringing.
your
Your
phone
phone
ringing.
ringing.
Just launches it. That thing is shattered into a million pieces.
Hope the interview was worth it. I
Probably
wish
it
I got
never is.
context of what he's talking about. Like, is he talking about climate change or some shit? Or, you know what? It'd be funnier if he was talking about like racism and then that.
Yeah, I know. They were doing a segment, a whole segment on like anti-racism.
Oh God. This one's really cool. I'd heard about this before. I don't give a shit what the fucking source people say. Uh, One thing that Apple's CEO did for Steve Jobs was that he did what was called the beer test. And so it was literally he'd take you out to interview, go out and for a walk, grab a beer, and see if you're make
Uh-huh.
a good fit. Like I think that might be one of the best tests for like
Yeah.
team building.
No, I don't see why it's. You got to see if they'd fit in with the culture, you know.
That's what I'm saying. And it costs you one beer. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, I think Steve can. He can
I
cover
think
that.
you can cover
I'm
that.
thinking Steve can cover it.
I think it can. Maybe
USC trying
not
to make
gonna.
a comeback here.
Okay.
We're
I like
going
how
into
they
foul
push.
mode. Down by 7 with a minute left, but they were down by like 16. So,
Oh,
gonna come up short, but at least it made it fun.
you
What
tried.
do we got? Oh yeah,
This
I
one's
saw this.
I saw the COD League observers were being let go after Major One. I mean,
Yeah, basically everyone. They only have 12 employees left.
so do they just have casters and shit? Like,
like the casters are still there, and I would assume like the guy who runs the whole thing, like Daniel Sai,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one other guy, and then the rest is probably just the talent. Yeah, like the casters and the people on the desk. But I'm pretty sure now, like they're all the people are still gonna work. They're just gonna be contractors now. They're not gonna be
Oh,
on staff. But basically,
oh,
they're just gonna
it's not that bad.
they're doing cuts. They just won't get a full like. Not gonna get the salary
Benefits
they
and
used to
stuff.
get. Yeah, all the benefits and like they're gonna just be like, okay, we need you for the weekend, and this is your rate now. This is your hourly rate or whatever it's gonna be. But the losing your benefits is probably fucking sucks though.
Yeah, like on one side I get that, but on the other side I can't really hate a business for
No,
figuring
they
out how
have
to
to.
save.
It's cause they went so crazy when they started the CDO. They were hiring insane amount of people, all the influx of money, and then it just wasn't returning. So they've had to really just roll back and cut a lot of people out, and this is how it goes.
Business is business.
Business is business.
This one's pretty good. We got a couple different investigations in this little segment.
Okay.
But the NCAA is investigating Tennessee for what they believe to be alleged major violations, relating to NIL dealings. The case is centered around Nico Lamavalia.
Sure,
Okay.
something
The
like
number two
that.
quarterback. Yeah, it's got a llama in there.
Yeah.
Number two quarterback in the class of 2023. I was kind of questioning why this number two quarterback was going to Tennessee.
Yep, they gave him the bag,
So,
but they gave it to him illegally or something like that.
oh, weren't they? Isn't this the same school that gave the bag, but literally in like McDonald's bags? So the guys would pull up.
Did
I
they?
think I heard about the story. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
think we
you
were talking about it a while ago.
you gotta do it somehow. You gotta
Yeah,
do
they
what you
were
gotta
giving
do.
guys would pull up and they're like,
That's insane.
why is everybody getting like a McGriddle from the facility? And then
Yeah, what's
someone will
going
open the
on here?
bag and they're like, oh, a little
Something's
extra
not making
cheddar on yours,
sense.
huh?
Yeah, facts.
A little extra cheese. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna get weird. There's a lot more where this came from. Let's just put it that
Oh,
way.
100%. I mean, just getting back to Mahomes. But this is pretty interesting. Super Bowl teams that win the coin toss are 1-9 in the last 10 Super Bowls.
Mhm.
The only win is from Mahomes, and
Yes.
he lost the toss.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
they
That doesn't affect him apparently.
win the coin toss are 1-9. Yeah, because they won the toss against the Eagles. I'm pretty sure because the Eagles had the ball first. They
I think so.
deferred.
He lost the toss against the 49ers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jimmy G.
As he does.
Yeah, this one was pretty interesting. So they're talking about like how Zay got flagged for spinning the ball and flexing and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm not doing this to complain about the Ravens losing anymore. They lost. They lost fair and square. They played like shit. Still not sure about the script, but that'll get to some point. But I did not like the fact that the Chiefs could basically hit after the play and it was considered being tough, and the Ravens would do it, and it was just considered
Mhm.
being stupid and young.
Yeah.
Watch
Let's see.
number 65. This guy right here. Just watch what
Okay.
he does. Buries him, lays him again, and then drops on him.
Was loving it. Big
Like
hosses. Yeah, I mean
it's 15.
it's just like on yeah, it's just like so questionable. Like I don't know, like you would think someone's looking at it, but then like on the flip side, what's his face? There should have been a safety for against the Ravens.
Oh yeah, the whole thing in the end zone.
Holmes got literally tripped. They literally
Yeah,
he fell
yeah,
over. The
yeah.
running back
Like,
literally just tripped him, and they didn't call it in the end zone. That would have been 2 points and the ball for the Chiefs. Then it really would have been GG. So it's
oh,
just like
GG's.
that's why I never get like too overly like well this and this. It's like
I don't know.
sometimes it can be bad though. Like
I just think like when you get to a championship game, it like the officiating should like I should see it even across the board. Like I shouldn't be able to see a disparaging one way. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's the only
no,
thing
I
that's
feel you.
questionable to me. Because like I heard everyone saying, well, the Chiefs are just more disciplined. Like you think to become one of the final four NFL teams, you're not disciplined?
Yeah,
You're kidding me.
typically that's the Ravens are known for being extremely disciplined too, like well coached,
Yeah,
disciplined. Like
it did not
yeah,
show.
no.
So
So, yeah.
again, I'm not a Ravens fan, but I've heard people say, Ravens just take your L. I got it. I'm pointing out what's going down. Okay,
Yeah.
pointing it out. People can file it away. Okay, this one is crazy. I don't know if you heard
I actually did see
this
this.
take.
I would
Okay,
like to discuss this.
this is crazy.
Yelling at him about not playing for the win. He was a stat.
They're talking about Dashi for everyone watching.
Yes.
Dashi was called last year being just a fucking stat patter, and he just goes
For his
kill,
career, they've
kill
been calling
whore.
him basically a kill whore.
Yeah,
He doesn't play for
want
the
to play
win,
for
that
the
he just tries
win.
to get kills and
He
pad his
doesn't
stats.
rotate. Yeah. So this is
And now
Octane's
he's finally
take,
doing that. Getting the hill,
and he's still wrong.
sitting in the hill, doing all those things.
Patter. He didn't know how to win. He didn't have the winning mentality. He was doing stupid shit on the map, not allowing his team to be put in good spots. Now he is no longer utilizing his talent. He's playing too much for the win. He's playing too slow. He's not doing what he should on the map with his talent. What? How logic? Genuinely, this is a serious question for chat here. Do some critical thinking. How is Brandon go from one end of the spectrum to the complete other side, full 180, not even in the same realm of player that he was 2 years ago, and it's still his fault? People were yelling at him about not playing for the win.
Yeah.
He was a stat patter.
That's
He
playing
did
together.
it.
Yeah. I agree. Because I watched the flank on this thing, and I was like, dang. I mean, like, I think that they are better when he's being more
Kill whoring.
aggro, but like,
Yeah.
they have to do a role. Like, that's what Kenny is, the
He'll get-
playmaky AR, and Dashy's the, like, he's playing like Celium and Insight, blah blah blah. Like, when they had it the other way, when it was like, obviously the combo of like Formal was the main and Dashy was the AR, it didn't work. And you do another one where Dashy's more of the main, but he's still getting kills with Illy. It didn't really work. It kind of worked a little bit in Vanguard. Like, the one
it had
person who I'll say, like, basically what's going on is, like, if this team blows up, it will be Dashy that gets dropped 100%. It's not going to be Kenny,
once
and it's
again.
probably not going to be Pred, and it's never going to be
Definitely not gonna
Shotzi.
be Shotzi.
But the thing is, the one constant and the one person who keeps playing the exact same way is Shotzi. He's the only one that
Shotzi
doesn't
keeps
switch
making
up.
some rogue plays.
But that's what he does. So, like,
You have to play around
eventually
that.
you got to look at him too. Obviously, they're never going to get rid of him, and I don't think that he should change the way he plays. I think they can tune some things back a little bit. But I don't think, like, I think they were like, the flank, they were overblowing it a little bit of how bad, like, they were. Obviously, their searches could get better, but like, they won all but two. They won all but 2 hard points, and sure, they've lost a phase like 3 times, but it's not like,
It's phase.
yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, it was
Fucking
game
good.
5 in the last round, and in the when they lost 3-2 in the winners semis,
Yeah.
they could have 3-1. Like, they could have won that that first S&D. They were up 4-2.
Just choked it away.
Like, you win that, and then all right, you lose a control, and then you just win the hard point. You win 3-1, you're going to grand finals, like, or you're going to winners finals. So I don't think they're as far off as they were making it seem. But I think that this season for COD is going to be a ebb and flow of which team is kind of just playing better at what point.
Yeah.
I could see Optic win one, and then FaZe win one, Toronto win another one, New York sneak back in there, and then whoever's just kind of like hitting at
Hot
the
by
end, kind of how
chance.
New York was. They just kind of they
You're
won the
flowing.
first one, and then they kind of just went into a lull, and then at the end they just got hot again, and there you go.
Yeah, I watched that clip from the flank, and I mean, this might be a hot take, but I feel like Aches doesn't really give good analysis of Optic. Like, it really feels like he hates Optic.
Oh yeah, no, he's a hater for sure.
Because last year he was saying Dashy was playing too kill hoary, too aggro, and now he's saying he's being a hill bitch. So it's like, you
Dude,
can't.
what do you want him to do?
Yeah, how would you? And I think Zuma even asked him. He's like, "What would you like Bruce to do? Like, genuinely, what would you
Yeah,
like?"
chow more. Like, okay, I mean, someone's got to
Yeah.
hit the hill. Like,
Yeah, I just think. I mean, there is a point where like that phase roster is absolutely godlike. Like, we saw it. They were only
Yeah, no.
missing a main AR that can aggro, and Duraza can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that's crazy, and it's Major 1. These guys are gonna be fine.
Yeah,
They're
you get some
fine. They got
time.
top 4. All right, this is kind of crazy. I don't even know how you do this. Some guy got permanently banned from SpongeBob Krusty Cook-Off.
Jeez.
I don't even know what you have to say or do.
I don't want to know what you have to say or do. That's
Like,
all I'll say about that.
looking at this lady's face, I think, what in the hell? Toy Story 5. Jesus. Twitter can be a very.
Where
You never know
it can
where
get
things are going,
real
man.
questionable. That's for sure.
Yeah, sometimes you just look at Twitter and you're like, it's time to go to bed. All right, I don't know if people are doing this on purpose, but this shit's got it. Like, this has to be on purpose, right? Like, this can't be natural.
Like, let go of the ball.
Well, how did bowling alley?
Yeah, I don't know how we manage that. Just let go earlier. That's all you have to do. It's not hard.
Right.
Yeah, we let go way too late on the release point. You would
Right
have failed.
about.
You would have failed
Oh,
Wii bowling.
right about there. We could let that thing fly. We could let it fly. Ooh, like right here. Let that fly.
Yeah.
Not here.
Oh,
Not. I mean, lady. Empire Bowl banner.
get her out and make sure she pays for the damage to the roof
Facts.
or the ceiling, I should say.
Roof, ceiling, either way. Okay. Look at the size of this fucking Indian bison.
Thing's a unit. Jeez.
I mean, this guy's in the fucking
Yeah. Good luck.
Jurassic Park cart and thinks it's 3D. Jeez. What
Jeez.
are you supposed to do?
Nothing. Just
He
pray.
owns the road. If he
Pray.
doesn't want to
Pray
get
he
off
doesn't
the
want to
road,
eat you. Is basically what.
fucking shoulder bang. He's gonna be on the Chiefs next year. Sign him to like defensive tackle. Move Chris Jones to end. But they're saying he could go to Chicago. Okay, this is where things get a little mixy. Okay. Apparently, Adam wrote a book report on JFK.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it out for you, just for everybody who kind of just listens. JFK served as our 35th president of the United States. He was born in Massachusetts, spelled Massachusetts wrong. It's okay. It's got a lot of S's going on
Yeah.
in there.
There's a lot going on there.
In 1917, the same year Houdini was buried alive.
Yeah.
He liked women a lot, so when Jackie was away, he would host secret sex parties in the Oval Office where famous women would get naked and dance for the president.
Yeah. That's factual.
It is actual. One night on his birthday, Marilyn Monroe came to sing happy birthday very seductively. They had sex after making him the coolest president ever.
Yep.
He really liked driving in convertible cars, which wasn't such a good idea in 1963 when he was shot by a man who must have hated Marilyn Monroe.
I'm not seeing where like this thing's really wrong. If I'm being
I
honest.
just, I mean,
That's all I'll say.
I'm not saying it's wrong either. I just think, like, looking at how we're spelling here, this is like fourth grade.
Yeah. Yeah. I
There's a
don't know.
lot
He
going
just hit a
on
Google search basically, and he read a little too much.
here. Yeah. Uh, the same
He went
year
down a
Houdini
crazy
was
YouTube like
buried
rabbit hole.
alive. Yeah, I
He
would.
got
I'd have
in
to give
deep.
this. This got to be a C. Come on,
You can't F him because it's not
F
like he was
stuff.
lying out there. Like
No, I
he was
mean he
saying
did have
some
secret
factual
sex
stuff.
parties. Did have Marilyn Monroe. Like he might have been the coolest president ever. That's up to debate. You know, everyone can have their own.
Yeah.
That is crazy though. But the fucking line. It wasn't such a good idea in 1963 when he was shot by a man who must have hated Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. I mean,
That part might not be right, but
yeah. I mean
everything
that
else here
was
is
his own
good.
interpretation though.
Right.
He had to give him a little bit of himself in here. You know, he
Yeah, and
couldn't just like copy paste the whole thing.
aren't we in the era of Common Core bullshit? If you think it's right, it's right. What the hell?
Yeah. Right.
What the hell?
The process was correct.
Yeah, I think this should be at least a C. Good job, Adam. Okay. Yeah. All right. I guess this lady bought weed syrup. I don't even know what weed syrup is.
Weed
Uh,
syrup?
weed syrup.
Huh.
I think she's talking about wax.
Hmm.
Says it
Well, I see what she's talking about, though.
looks tastes like it, so therefore it might just be.
I mean, it could. If I hope you're not getting scammed. I mean, I guess we shouldn't just automatically say that this is a woman. Could be a man. Okay, we don't
Good, well, it's a good point.
discriminate, right? Like we are very accepting here on this
Right.
program.
Well, are we though?
Um,
You're just talking about burying
no.
a high school team for going 22-0 live.
Well, we're very fair. Let's
Okay,
just put it that way. We don't
that's fine.
discriminate.
No,
We're
I think
very
everyone gets it. That's more
everyone
so.
gets it. So like
Right.
you could be a guy or a girl. I mean, I don't really care.
Stir
You're
up the
gonna
pot.
I'll talk shit. So
I mean, if I'm thinking about it from like a weed person, like this would probably cut your bottom line. You know, you're
yeah,
probably gonna make a lot more profit.
I think so. It'd be a little easier.
Yeah.
Like, what's the diff? Why not just have a gummy though? Like syrup.
Yeah, I think you're gonna
Make it
fuck
just
yourself
just
over
have a
there.
gummy. Like,
Like the rest of us.
make it fun. Like, oh, Sour Patch, yay! Like,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
fun. Do that. So making a syrup like I'm taking medicine. It's less fun that way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that one. We don't have to do this one. Stephen A. Smith deciding who he would pick as quarterback from SpongeBob. It was one of those I kind of threw in there, like maybe if I need to go to this, but it's a little longer than it should be. Um, there are whispers going around that 50 Cent and Eminem will be doing a joint album together. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'd
Do it.
love to see it again. And this is not the only time 50 Cent is going to be on our screen today. I'll tell you that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, it's perfect. I mean, this is just perfect. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but apparently Jerry, uh, after dark at 9 p.m. Eastern, him and Big Cat, Big Cat,
Mm-hmm.
me, Big Cat, and Jerry. So I don't know if that's me as in like Big Cat's writing it, so he's saying me, Big Cat.
No, I think me, Big Cat, and Jerry. 3 people.
Might need a little comma there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, comma would have been nice, but yeah, these guys are hammered typing this out. These guys are
It's
looking
a
for needles in haystacks.
third.
Yeah, they're not finding 39. I'll tell you that much.
I put an under for that.
Yeah,
I'd put an under
whatever
for
the
20.
yeah.
Give me those
I'll
odds.
take the under.
And how long do they have to do this? Do they have like an hour or do they have like 20
Yeah,
minutes?
that's a
Like
good point.
blurb?
What's the timeline here?
Yeah, because I might bet under 5.
Yeah.
That's got to get me some big money if it happens. This is just wrong. I guess this girl B Simone reveals that she makes over $600,000 a year from her 5,000 close friends on Instagram. She charges $10 per month to be on her close friends. Why the hell do you want to be on her close friends? What?
I mean, she might be posting that crazy stuff.
I mean, can't be down that bad, right? Like $10 a
I
month.
there's definitely people who are down that bad for
Right.
sure, but you'd like to think someone's not going to be down that bad.
She's absolutely scamming a living.
Yes,
I think I'm more pissed I didn't think about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, kind of respect, but hate it at the same time. I'm not gonna. It's just kind of mixed emotions. All right, this son of a bitch right
Gee.
here is the biggest rabbit I've ever
Oh
seen.
yeah, this guy will kill you if you're not careful. Got to beat your
Flesh
ass.
giant rabbit. This fucker. He's like holding him by the throat, just kind of
Yeah.
choking him out.
Let's look and see like how big they can actually get.
Yeah, I don't have those rabbits in my backyard. I do have small.
They live 8 to 10 years.
Damn.
Um,
Oh, is this Siciliano from the NFL Network?
it looks like him.
Could be. He got a new gig.
Characteristics.
I haven't seen him on
Um,
NFL Network in
They're
a
about
while.
15 pounds on average. Largest ones will be 22 pounds. No, sorry. Largest ones can weigh up to 50 pounds.
Damn, that's a lot of beef.
The longest one on record is 4 feet 3 inches long.
Jesus.
Big boy. Big boy right there.
I'll tell you what though, you You get one of those. That's a dinner for like a couple nights.
Oh,
Probably tender
you're
too.
living good. You might get a month out of that.
Think so?
If you can freeze dry and just do all the
Put it in
salts.
dehydrator a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
Man,
You might be able to get get a decent amount out of this.
that's how big those fucking legs gotta hurt so bad if they just move up and start kicking you. And
Yeah.
yeah, that stuff. So good luck, good job, Siciliano, finding a new gig.
Yeah.
NFL Networks did you dirty. This is a big question here. Was the Verdansk era of Warzone only peak because of COVID?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
think so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
because it was a pretty shit map. It's
I
just
think
it
it
was
was still
COVID with the
good, like,
boys.
cause it's like the first. It would have been still good because it's the first,
Right.
like, battle royale for Call of Duty, so it still would have been, like, peak because everyone would have been on it, but that's all you were playing, so you just have I'm convinced, like, the games that you have the best memories with, like, aren't
Yep.
necessarily, like, quote, unquote, "the best games." Like, for me, it's like playing MW2, like, back in the day was so much fun, but I was scamming. I'm running around with a one-shot shotgun, like,
Yeah.
I'm running around with noob tubes, like, I'm a piece of shit, but it's just so much fun because you're with your friends.
With the
Like,
boys.
I know that there have been a lot of I was just watching a video of this guy was ranking or get like, ranking his top 10 zombies maps ever.
Ooh.
And there was a lot of maps that I never even played, but I had so much fun playing, like, Shino Numa and, like,
Hell
all
yeah.
like, Mob of the Dead. Obviously, Mob of the Dead's really good, but, like, there were a lot of maps in there, he's like, "This map was one of the best ever," and I'm like, "I've never even heard of this shit." But I just
Yeah.
think you just think about the ones that were fun with your friends, and you're like,
Right.
"Oh, that shit has to be the best," and you're like, "What, it's ranked 20th? Like, what the hell?
The fuck?
This map was the best."
Honestly, I wish I would have played like BO4. I think it was BO4 or BO3 zombies. Because I heard that was when like shit
Yeah, I
got
think
real. Like the fucking
BO3.
gobble
BO3 I've
gums.
heard a lot about that
Like
being fun.
Origins with like the robots running around and you get the staffs and all that.
Yeah,
Like
like, I think BO4
heard
would have been
that.
the most fun with, like, friends, but I didn't really play with any friends besides, like, Brendan, basically. That was about the only guy I played with. But it just depends who you're
Unfortunately.
playing with, like, and when. Like,
Right.
Prime Verdansk, like,
So the boys, man. Nothing
yeah,
better.
it was the best.
I think it was but when both of us switched over to PC, so it was kind of like
Get
getting
on
that
Rebirth
learning curve.
Island too. Rebirth was
Rebirth was
when you
fun.
Oh yeah, that's the
I
best.
miss being able to slide around in my fucking little jigsaw costume, my little
Oh yeah,
Billy. They took it away from me. I would play rank play with it if I still had it. Could you imagine? There's just like a dark corner and you just see little red
I
eyes looking
know.
at you.
Shit would scare me.
Terrifying
Wait,
fact. I might scare myself. UMG reportedly to pull music catalog from TikTok starting tomorrow, and I saw this one yesterday, so that means today.
yeah,
No, 2 days ago. Um, at midnight following unsuccessful negotiations. So TikTok is screwed.
yeah. TikTok's fucked.
Yep,
All the
we
sounds are yeah. Good luck. Good luck
just
with
we
the
we
negotiation.
the Wii soundtrack.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't surprising. The Bills are
No.
expected to do a major reconstructing of Stephon Diggs' large contract, and Diggs will
hmm
not be happy about it,
No,
says
he's
Peter
going
King.
to be pissed.
I could see him asking for a trade. I'm just trying to think of who would want him because he hasn't been as productive this last year. Like he's a real big diva. Getting older.
Getting up there, getting into the 30s.
I mean, if there's anyone who could use a receiver like that and make it work, it's Mahomes.
I know. Whenever I think of like older receiver, wants to finish on top, blah blah blah.
Goes to the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Just goes to the Chiefs. Gonna
He
get
fills in for
targets.
MBS, and it's
Yeah.
just honestly he might have dropped that pass though. I don't know if he has that ice.
Yeah, maybe.
I haven't seen him make ice plays since he was in Minnesota, and he made the miracle in Minnesota where the DB literally choked it.
I know.
But ever
Yeah,
since
this
then, I
is
can't think of a Bills play in like the fourth quarter. I mean, I'm trying to think of that showdown where Mahomes won in 13 seconds left. I don't think it was Gabe Davis that made
Gabe
the
Davis
plays.
was cooking. Yeah, I mean,
So
I think that for the Bills this was their year. I don't think they're going to be any better than what they were this year. That's what I personally think.
yeah,
Everyone would be like, "Well, they're going to have Josh Allen for like 5 to 10 more years." I'm like, "I don't care." Like,
you can, but unless you get like unless like you get a big move, like they somehow sign Chris Jones or you sign Brian
yeah,
Burns and
like their
someone
defense
else
is
and get a
getting
corner,
old.
like
A lot of guys are getting old out there. Like, I don't know.
I
And you
think they
just have
win
to
no
keep
close as
playing
well.
against the Chiefs. You
Yeah,
have to play against the Bengals with a healthy Burrow.
yeah.
Maybe get a Harbaugh in Los Angeles. Maybe that a little better team now. I don't know. We're gonna see. Gonna be a
I think my
lot of
dark
teams.
horse already to make the AFC Championship next year is definitely Bengals if Burrow's healthy.
Yeah,
Like
I think so. I think they would have
that
made it
team's
this year.
elite. Yeah, they were. I mean, they went into Frisco and beat the hell out of them. Like
Hmm.
I'm telling you, man. People forget old Joey B's been sitting on the sidelines right now, but I don't forget. Never will. All right. This is pretty funny from Bill Belichick. This is such a Belichick move too. Bill Belichick stopped speaking to Mac Jones after week 12. Said, get
Damn.
the fuck out of my office. Are you kidding me? He's like, did you see your fadeaway pick against the Colts? Are you kidding me? You want to start? Don't let the door hit you.
Yeah, no wonder it was Zappy season for a while there.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong though, preferring Davis Mills.
Yeah,
But
it would
Kraft
have been
said
about the
no,
same. Like it
pretty
wouldn't have
much.
been any different. Maybe it would have been a
Wanted,
little better.
he wanted a first round quarterback to be like his son. That's kind of creepy. You are
I
the
don't even
owner
know
of a
what that
football team.
means.
That is a grown ass man. That is just. Bill was probably sitting there like, you're kind of an interesting guy, Kraft. You know that? Like
Yeah, no, Kraft is a freak. That's for
he,
sure.
he probably looked over at Bill and he's like, I've seen your ring video, and he's like, you know
Yeah,
what? All right,
yeah, facts.
fair enough. Bill's got a freaking chest on him though. I ain't gonna lie. Been hitting bench and shit. All right, had to. I couldn't find the newest one, but it's been kind of. They said it's confirmed that AJ Brown has asked for a trade. As an Eagles
Uh,
fan, how
I
we
don't think he
feeling?
has.
Really?
No,
Because
he
I saw today
just
on Instagram. I think it was from
he
the other
just went.
sport.
He just did an interview with him and Devontae Smith. Just went on the Kay Adams show and basically just they said nothing like that.
I hope that's
They
not the
were like,
case.
we just want to win, blah blah blah, the whole thing. They asked him why he took all the stuff off of his Instagram and all his social medias. He said he just wanted to like reset and didn't want to look at like all the negativity and stuff, basically.
I mean, it's a good cop out answer.
Yeah. But I haven't seen anything of like I don't think he's requested a trade. I haven't seen anything like that.
Fuck, I can't find it now. All right, I hope it's not true because I saw it come across my Instagram and it was from like an official like Bleacher Report account. I was like, there's no way, dude.
Yeah, not from what I've seen. Maybe I missed something, but none of the
I,
Eagles accounts that I follow have said anything about like him asking to be traded.
good. I hope it's wrong though. Okay, so it's just rumors now. So you know what? We'll just not make your nightmare come true here. Let's just move on a little bit. 'Cause B Stew's probably gonna throw thunder at me. That's probably what's happening.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this one didn't go very well, but someone tried to. I think this was probably like a PETA ad. I'm not a burger.
Yeah.
This guy didn't miss.
Yeah.
Will be soon, baby. Just
You
trust.
will be soon. Oh yeah.
Nice sirloin burger.
You will not escape.
Maybe some tri-tip.
Something tasty.
Yeah.
Something
Like
real
we're
delicious.
frying you up on the grill. You can fight it, but it's like Thanos said, run from it, hide from it. Destiny arrives, all the same. Who would ever thought you'd be quoting Thanos like it's
Yeah.
I'm good. This is just can't remember if we've seen this, but this one's just wrong.
Hey, let me give you some hand sanitizer.
But then I'm doing right.
Smell good too. Smell it.
Man, that smell like some motherfucking skunk shit.
What?
What the fuck you give me some skunk shit? What the fuck you did to me, motherfucker? What you doing now, video? This motherfucker gave me some skunk shit. Yeah.
Hey, let me give you some.
He gave him like 4 pumps of it too.
Oh, he's got a lot of it. He's
That's
got a
fucked.
lot.
Who's the sick bastard that took a fart smell and made it into a
Who's
spray?
making this? Yeah, it's sick.
That is sick.
Sick and twisted.
Yeah. This is great news. We finally have kill cams and ranked.
I know. I saw that. It's about time. You had it today when you were playing?
No, I haven't
Overcooked?
played yet.
Oh, damn. Okay.
No, I watched Markiplier play another thing of the VR Five Nights at Freddy's,
Ah, yes.
and then watch the skills challenge highlight for
Yes. Very good. The old skills challenge. Classic.
Baker, the touchdown
Fucking
maker.
gotta love the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, it's just such a joke. Oh man,
Yeah, it's about time
but
they put that in there.
yeah, it's tough when you're playing S&D and your teammates are like any game mode and they're like, "Where is he going?" And you're like, "I think he's going here. He might be going there. Can't see it.
Can't tell.
Possible.
Not sure.
Yep, can't give you a direction." This is really good. Like you said, before Purdy got the job, people forget that Trey Lance won it over Purdy.
Yep.
He was
And
the
over
starter.
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo. Many people believe if teams cannot land the quarterback they want in the draft, they're going to go after Trey Lance. I mean, the guy's 23 years old, which is quite scary.
I know. Yeah.
I think he'll be a good player. He's in the same spot where I was hating on him the same way I'm hating on Purdy because everybody was saying he was going to be a fucking MVP his first year. And it's like, can we not let the guys develop?
Yeah. Give him a chance. Like,
You don't need to put a target on their
bro
back.
went in there, broke his ankle, and like didn't get a play ever again. So like,
Yeah.
give this
I don't
guy a
even think
shot somewhere.
I don't even think did he get a chance to play with McCaffrey? I don't think so. I think they
No,
made the
no,
trade
they
after
traded for
him.
McCaffrey. Even Jimmy G. McCaffrey's first game was when Jimmy G got hurt.
Man, you think if Jimmy G doesn't get hurt, I don't think
Well,
we're
I'm saying, yeah, there would be no Purdy. There would be none of this. Like, it would be Jimmy G with fucking
And
McCaffrey, and they'd be right here
sure
in the
Jimmy
same
would love it.
place.
Yeah. Oh, the exact same spot. I'd actually trust Jimmy more to win the Super Bowl at this point because I'm like, all right, he already lost it by doing stupid stuff.
Yeah, at least he knows better now.
I mean, you'd hope. God damn. This one's kind of interesting. The Broncos want to trade up for Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Drake May and Jaden Daniels are also possibilities. Team does not want to trade Pat Surtain, but may, if needed, as a last result to secure one of the top passers. I mean, the guy's a phenomenal athlete. Like he can do it all. If your
So
offensive
then
line
what? So then
struggling,
what happens to Russ?
man, I think they're just going to tell
They're
Russ.
just gonna cut him?
I mean, they might just kick him
Take
out
the
the building
cap
like
hit?
Derek
Like,
Carr.
it's got to be an insane cap hit, though. Doesn't Russ have damn near the super max? Like,
Yeah, that deal that they signed him to was the absolute worst thing.
yeah.
I
So
could not
like,
believe it.
yeah. What are you gonna like? I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm
you're in
sure his
cap hell.
cap hit is insane.
Yeah, there's no team that's going to take on the half of that.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what you do with that, but
I mean, good luck. That's all I'll say.
yeah, best of luck to you, man. I wouldn't mind Caleb there. They got some weapons. Jerry Judy might be a little crazy, but
I mean, that'd be an insane AFC West. You get Harbaugh with Herbert. You get Mahomes. You get Caleb in Denver. I mean, it'd be pretty wild.
every game would be electric. It's crazy. So I guess this guy is saying that he's trying to do some intel. He's doing a school project where you guess the color, and I think this is over the pond because color is COLOUR, so it has to be a little British.
Uh huh.
Of the Gatorade in the Super Bowl, and the winner gets a $15 Starbucks gift card and gets to skip math class. Any hints? Hits up Mahomes.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty nice. Get
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
This
Worth
guy's
a
covering his bases. He even hit up Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah. It's worth a shot. You might get one.
Man.
Like, you never know.
Taylor might get back to you.
One guy might see it and say, you know what? Let me find out. Now he'll never know.
No.
I mean, maybe though, because you want your flavor of Gatorade. Like you have to look and see what Gatorade that team has been using all year.
I'm
You can
assuming
kinda
they've been
tell.
using red. They're a red team.
Maybe it just depends what the guys want. Like if majority of the guys are like, we prefer blue or we prefer this, that's what they're gonna put in there.
Good point.
Or they
That is
might
a good
have
one.
one of all. They could have one of them all. They have enough freaking tubs,
Ooh.
and then you don't
One
know
in-
because you never know which one they're gonna grab. Like they could just grab any of them.
Ooh,
You have
I
no
didn't even
idea.
think about that. There's a lot more layers to this game.
Yeah.
Elon Musk announces the first human has received a brain transplant. I almost broke my brain.
Right.
From startup.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'll be signing up.
Out
I'm
of
gonna
radiation
pass.
in your head, I think your brain might cook itself.
Yeah, let's see what the side effects of this end up being.
Yeah.
I think I'll pass. Put it
Yeah, and
that
someone
way.
was saying, what if you're like you're working on something and you just get pop-up ads in your thoughts?
You insane? You have ad space in your own head now. Like people are selling ads. That pissed me off. You're trying to go to sleep, fucking Whopper, Whopper, Whopper. You're like, bro, are you kidding me right now?
You
You're
just,
running ads at 3 a.m.
you just hear at night. You
Oh my
remember? You're
gosh.
like, oh hell
I'd
no!
be like, get out of my head.
Get out of my head. There's voices in my head. Oh, dude, and then there's gonna be like, if you would prefer not to have ads, please pay
Yeah.
for the premiere edition. And you're like, oh fuck. Yeah, this is tough. This is the moment Cindy knew she had to save up for a car. Yeah, you got ass
Right.
crackers, right? I mean,
Yeah. Come on.
and there's no doubt this dude's not just ripping ass
Yeah,
and
this
blowing
guy's
a
got to
kiss at you.
be better. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Pull your pants up. Like, it's not hard.
yeah, it's really not.
You even have a belt on too. The belt, it's not even in the loop. It's over the loop. You freaking idiot. Gosh.
Got your
Can't
ass
even put
crack
his
hanging out, his
belt on
belt did right.
correctly.
This guy's a stooge and a half.
This guy is the ultimate stooge. He's probably listening and watching right now.
Uh, if you're that guy, pull your pants up, okay?
Yeah,
Put your
come
belt
on.
on
Put
correctly,
your
god
belt on
damn it.
correctly as a start.
This is crazy. I don't even know who this guy is. I think I've seen something like this from Saw, but it's usually like someone getting hit up.
I know a lot of you hating motherfuckers want me to fail, but guess what? It ain't happening. You know why? Because I got a motherfucking microwave on my head.
Thank you.
I cannot tell you how many times I watched that video hoping to God when he slides, he just falls and just
Eats
fucking
absolute
cross.
shit.
Yeah. And I'm a piece of shit for it, but every time I watched it, I'm like, just give it a little more gas.
Just give it a chance. Here we go.
Flip it over.
Coming eventually.
And then I'm also thinking as he's doing his rant, this car right here could have just slid and took him out.
Just absolutely just smacked them.
How fucking stupid do you have to be that you're like, I have to get famous somehow? I guess I'll wear a microwave. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's yeah. All right. Yeah, we don't want you to succeed because you look like an absolute freak of nature. This one was pretty funny. Yeah, this is definitely NCAA's worst nightmare. You've seen Suits, right?
I've seen enough. I haven't like seen the whole thing, but I've seen some episodes and stuff. I
I
know.
tell you what, if Harvey picks up the case,
It's over.
yeah. You know what?
GG.
He's the guy that goes to the NFL and is like, I found your script. You don't want this leaked?
Yeah.
Drink for the deal. Next thing you know, he's got a suite at the Super Bowl. He's got $15 billion getting
Yeah,
wired
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Like, that guy's a dog. It's a fun show too. You should watch it. It's a good one. Oh yeah, this was pretty interesting. This is kind of going back with like the whole kicker situation where they're pissed off at
Yeah.
Tucker for doing his shit. If you look right here, I can't zoom in on it. Right in the back here,
I can kind of.
the uh, Chiefs kicker, what's his name? Bucker.
Harrison Bucker, yeah.
He's doing the exact same thing, and Lamar's not having a fucking problem with it.
Yeah.
The exact like he's in the same spot. I don't care what the situation is because I kind of like Travis Kelce for how funny he is and like they're a fun team and stuff. But there's no way because I saw him go on the Pat McAfee show and talk about it. I saw him go on his podcast and it's like if you're flexing to me that you can out shit talk a punter and a kicker, like you can be a dick
Yeah.
to him, like, dude.
Yeah.
Come,
I think it's just like getting too like who gives a fuck? Like
I thought it was stupid.
it was dumb. Like it's dumb, but it's like the fact that this has been the story for the past like
Yeah.
week is insane to me. Like that this like became a thing.
I don't know, man. I just thought
Tucker
it was so
should have went and
stupid.
punched him in the head. Though that'd have been insane. Imagine he just
Out of
squares up.
Mahomes and just rocks him.
That would have been hilarious.
Dude, then you got Patrick Queen running in because he's going to defend his kicker. Then Lamar gets involved. Then we got like a full brawl.
Yeah,
going
brawl.
on.
I would love a brawl. I miss a
Then
good
it's
old
Andy
brawl,
Reid
man.
versus Harbaugh, just getting after. Andy Reid seems like he's got a left hook up his sleeve. Too.
He definitely does. He might have to use his bot. Like if this gets into a
Use some
fight,
size there.
yeah. If it is over 30 seconds, he's probably gassing
I need a
out.
cheeseburger and some
Yeah.
Gatorade. Spags might. He looks like he's got that bar fighter to him. Like he's had a couple scraps, a couple whiskeys go down, and he's just locked and ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd pick in an all-out brawl between both teams because Chris Jones can take out 2 for sure.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are scrappier. I
I'm
think
taking the
Kyle
Ravens.
Hamilton's the X factor.
I think I think Ravens defense beats the shit out of a lot of people.
Yeah.
They could probably take on the whole team on their
Yeah,
by themselves. Like
good
I'm not
shout.
trusting any of the Chiefs receivers aren't scrapping. Like
No, MVS is not getting in there.
that's what I'm saying. Pacheco could be
Checo could be the
Pacheco
weapon.
could be a problem. He could be an issue.
So the big problems on the Chiefs' offense in that brawl is we're looking at probably Creed Humphrey, I think, because he seems like he can get busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Creed, I don't know if Kelsey can though. I feel like he's
I don't
got that
think so.
kind of that talk about it, but not be about it. You know what
I think any of the O linemen are probably going to be a safe bet, and
Pacheco for sure.
Pacheco will light somebody up, and then
Maybe Edwards-Helaire.
you know who my
Might
wild
come in.
card is Kadarius Toney,
Just comes out of the tunnel.
because that guy's a freak. You don't know where he's coming. He's going to fly in.
Just a shank in his hand. Ready
Yeah,
to
no, like
stab
that guy's
someone in the
wearing a
throat.
grill. Like that guy's a maniac.
It's a good shout.
It'd be good. I'd like to see it.
I would
I'd
have
like
liked
to
to have
see it.
seen that. Bank would go crazy. Ray Lewis comes off the sidelines because he wants to get some in there too. So he just
Yeah.
runs in. T. Suggs
Yeah,
goes through.
if you're bringing in like those type of people, then the Ravens. If you're bringing in like Hall of Fame, like past legends, the Ravens are not losing.
No.
Bring
Ed
in Ed
Reed
Reed,
runs
bring it-
from the
yeah.
top.
Who else is in there? Terrell Suggs.
Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, those guys. Just throw those 3 out there, and you're gonna be good.
We'll be
You're gonna
all right.
win a fight.
We'll survive.
Yeah,
The NFL should think about that. I think you should be able to get an extra point.
it should be that instead of the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
It should
That's
just
what I
beat
wanna
the
see.
shit out of people. Damn.
Like a boxing match between coaches.
That would be fun too.
For a draft, to move up
For
a draft pick
picks.
or something, maybe.
Picks.
Man,
These are all things that the NFL needs to consider.
yeah, we might have to make a bracket on this because Vrabel's now out of the equation. So
Yeah.
my prohibited favorites out. Artie Smith is out.
Yeah. I don't know who the
I'd have to
favorite.
think about a bracket on that. We'll have to get
I'm
together
saying
and
my
kinda,
favorite would probably end up being I think I'm betting D'Amico Ryans probably. That guy,
he can
Lou.
get busy.
He's getting busy. I know that much. Maybe Tomlin. Tomlin's a little older now though.
Right.
I think D'Amico Ryans might be the pick. He could beat the
I feel
shit
like a
out of somebody. The
sleeper
guy
at
was
the
just
time.
playing basically.
Yeah, I feel like a sleeper at
Oh,
the
Dan
time.
Campbell
Gerard
though
Mayo.
too. Dan Campbell.
MCDC's my absolute favorite.
Yeah,
Like
MCDC.
MCDC's getting in there.
It's an MCDC D'Amico Ryans final.
Yeah.
Set it up. However you got to do it. Cook the books. That thing's not going. And then they'll set the round count over 0.5. That thing is not going over. Under. We're getting a knockout round 1. I don't know who's knocking out who, but
MCDC's
someone's
going after
yeah.
somebody. No, we have like a WrestleMania with all the coaches in there.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
I think Andy Reid is stepping out. He's like, you know what? I don't need this.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah,
Don't
and
need
same with
this shit.
Belichick. Like if Belichick is in, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking taking part in this. I'm good.
I will not be a part of this. But then you got Gerard Mayo subbing in for him.
I know.
Maybe
Yeah,
that gets
that's a
him
nice sub.
And I gotta kind of think like I feel like Coach McVay could kind of bob and weave, kind of get somebody like a little Rocky when he gets
Yeah,
older.
he's sneaky. He's sneaky for sure.
Yeah, I don't think McDaniel's doing much. I think he's probably stepping out too.
Yeah,
just for health reasons. It's like I got a daughter. I don't need this. We'll do another break. We'll do a breakdown.
Yeah, we'll make something happen.
But this is good stuff. This is good stuff. All right. A man refuses to tip. Says servers shouldn't get 25% for doing their job. It used to be that you give a tip to someone when they gave exceptional service. When was the last time you got exceptional service anywhere? It's just expected. You don't get 25% because you did your job. Dustin Anderson.
Okay.
I agree 100%. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
You'll get subpar service, and it's like you only tipped 18%. Like you're lucky I didn't tip 0.
Yeah.
You're lucky I didn't take money.
Tipping 25% every time is crazy. I mean,
there's gotta be some sort of system, and I get it. Look, I get people saying you don't understand if you work in food, this is what you live off of. Then take some pride in your freaking craft and do it right.
Yeah, then serve me beautifully,
Yeah.
excellently.
If you give me my food and look, you don't have to have conversation. Some people can do that, some people don't. But if you give me my food and I can tell you're just being bitchy to me, I'm not gonna give you more of my money. What?
Yeah,
I'd be a freaking moron. What?
no, I'm with you.
Uh, I look like a piece of shit or something? Like
I
what am I?
typically do like 20% every time, unless
20's
someone
fine.
did well, and then I'll go more.
I'm
And then
kind of
I've never
I
really had
used to be
anyone
that.
I've never had anyone be insanely shit. So like I've never had that experience yet. So
I've had to drop it to a little 18er.
yeah, I've never had like where I'm in there, I'm like, damn, this person just did not care like at all. So I've never had to like actually consider like maybe I should only go like 15 here.
They're just
So
it
I've
just
been
needs
lucky.
to like look. Either the real answer is the restaurant needs to raise their wage for these people, okay?
Yeah.
Because you can't just rely on me to tip everywhere. Like this is a tip used to mean something, and now it's just like expected. Especially when I feel like I'm talking about this all the time. I hate when I get my receipt back and they already have the gratuity in
Yeah.
there, and then they ask me to tip on
And
top of it. It's like
yeah,
hell no.
like damn, bro, like y'all are
You want
needy.
yeah, you want $65 for like a $40
No
meal? Like what are
facts.
we? Damn, do I at least get like a foot rub or like a hot towel or something? Like, do I get anything?
Let me get something. Need
Get a
something out
T-shirt.
of this.
And of course, it's all reliable. He
There he
made
is.
his way. He made his way
What you mad
back.
at me for?
Woke up, I look at the computer. The computer say, Floyd said, "Fuck Ti, fuck Nelly, fuck 50." I'm like, what did he say? Fuck
Not
me
me.
for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that nigga. This is a special ASLELS
For you, Floyd.
challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket eyes. A phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, then he'll put it on the actual show, so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're gonna let you read Cat in the Hat.
Oh man. It's classic. It's all-time classic. The Ice Bucket Challenge, man. When was that? What year was that? Was that like
2011, 2012,
I couldn't have been that far
2010.
ago. I'm gonna look.
Oh, it was sometime way, but it was like middle school time for us.
When was the Ice Bucket Challenge? 2014.
Okay.
2014. So like freshman year, high school.
I just love it. He's rubbing his eyes. What do you say? Fuck me for?
What do you say fuck me for? That's a
If
good
you
meme
can-
too.
If you can
That's
read
an elite
one,
meme.
one page of a Harry Potter book, and then I don't want to put pressure on you because we know you can't say the word
Yeah.
cat in
We'll
the
we'll
hat.
do Cat in the Hat now. We'll make it nice and simple for you.
Oh, don't change 50. Don't ever change, man. That guy's funny. And here we go. Starting March 12th, Disney
Oh, here we
Plus and
go.
Hulu's new agreement bans password sharing. I mean, but how do you really do that? That's the big question. How are you going to enforce this?
They just can tell if you're different households, probably. That's why a household limit.
Okay, what if everyone's using a VPN so you don't even know where they're using it from?
Yeah, then maybe you're fine. I don't know. I don't know the algorithm behind this whole thing.
It's just before people go out and make these threats about like, oh, banning password share, at least know how to run it on the back end because I
Yeah.
know ways around a lot of shit.
No facts.
I think a lot of people do. There are people
Yeah,
way smarter than me that could be like Mission Impossible
Oh
status kind
yeah.
of get through the back end. I'm not even that far, but even I know a couple things. Like, yeah, it's just stupid. All right. One of my favorite accounts, fuck around and find out. Find a lot of good stuff from them. Shout out. Yeah, it goes about as
It
well as you
isn't
think.
even close.
I think there's some alcohol in the system here. Has
I'm
to,
gonna
right?
yeah, probably.
Here we go. Here we go.
You didn't even get past the third one. Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't even get to the last one.
yeah, we're.
I mean, yeah, it's a high like
If you're gonna go for it though, you might as well, have it.
it's high. That's a high clearance. Like it's not
Yeah.
that ain't an easy clear.
Clipped your feet and then just oh
Yeah,
shit.
but then you
No,
had no
yeah,
chance.
shit. Oh, right on the head, right on the dome.
Bam. Perfect.
Oh no.
He's like, you guys got that on camera, didn't you? Yeah, yeah, we did, buddy.
Figures.
We got your dumb ass.
And you're on Fuck Around and Find Out. So
You're not getting away with that one.
Could be on ridiculousness or Fuck Around and Find Out. I don't disagree with Cam's statement. Brock Purdy's the 10th best player on this team. I'd dare near say I feel like he's less than the 10th best player. I feel like he's further down the list. It's just how many great talent
they got a lot of
talent they have.
Yeah.
But I agree. Like, he's not asked to be a game changer because he has so much talent, and that's not a problem as far as saying that the team is too good. Like, can't get props, but like, if you are with a team that you can throw a check down and he can get 30 yards, I'm gonna kind of hold that against you as far as skill set goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just normal. Dudes will see this and say, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go, boy. Get after it. Now it's going to feel great. I'm so in. I'm not gonna lie,
that sounds like it looks like a
fireball.
Oh, yeah, fireball just freaking chug before. Let's do this thing. I'm down.
Get me a little excavator and just...
Yeah, we gotta just find an excavator. That's... Yeah. I don't know where we find it or how we get it to this location, but
I'm sure we could rent one from the cat people.
Cat company. I'm sure. Now we got to get it here.
Well, yeah, that's
going to be the tough part, I think.
Yeah. But once you get the logistics figured out, and as long as you're listening to like Eastbound and Down as you're flying or something, like I mean this looks like a joyride to me. This is better than Raging Waters. I can go on Dropout, or I can go on the excavator extraordinaire.
Oh yeah,
I fucking love it. Doesn't take much to make me happy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, it's simple. It's a simple world.
Old Teej, man.
Shout
out Teej.
Always finding a way.
Expected to sign a contract with the Ravens. That
so it's going to be Teej, Clay. Ooh, who else is on that team?
Gwyn
and Fellow?
Yeah.
And they're probably going to get rid of Fellow for someone else at some point, maybe? I don't know.
Every single time Fellow just takes the bullet.
Yeah.
The Ravens have now lost Joe Ortiz.
Yeah, lots of guys taking jobs, yeah.
Yep, and then Mike McDonald.
That's how it goes.
Seahawks.
That's how it goes. Happened to the Eagles last year. You win, and then all your fucking guys that made you good go to other teams. Stuff.
Yeah. This guy might have figured out how to break the internet with this thing. It's not the initial, it's the response. So he asked it's a question as a guy you would want to think about, because they say, Jesus was made just like every other man, has the same thoughts. Was Christ a boobs man or an ass man? It's a good question. This would be a question you'd have over maybe Passover or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler, didn't get any responses. So he just decided, you know what, let me just...
I'll respond to my own thing, yeah.
Said, this isn't a disrespectful question, by the way. If you're Catholic, you believe Christ was fully human, fully divine. To deny that he had sexual temptations implies that he wasn't fully human, making you a blasphemer, punishable by excommunication for most of history. Now answer.
Dang, well, there you have it.
I mean,
I don't know if God himself, I don't know if Jesus really had a thought, was thinking about it though. I don't know.
I mean,
to that extent, probably not to that extent. He probably was like, okay, that person's beautiful, blah blah blah. But I don't know if he, I mean, maybe,
because he wouldn't have to tell anybody, and no one would know, because you got to go through him.
But he would
know. Father.
Yeah, that's
so then God would know. So then how does that?
He would already know.
Circular. What if he was already thinking it?
I know. Yeah, this is where
things get a little.
This is where things get inception-y.
And this is where I'd probably get kicked out of church for asking a question like this.
Yeah.
So, well, what are you gonna
Pastor doesn't even know what to do.
No, he's like, I didn't go through any of this. I don't think I've laughed so hard in a while watching this video. Old White's got to get it. Get on the horse. It's got some speed. This thing is hauling ass. He just decided to let it go.
I don't know if he obviously doesn't have one of those remote controlled ones, I'm guessing. Or maybe he thought it did, and it like
Oh, it has a remote and it didn't
and
work.
it'll just go, and maybe he it just didn't work. It just started going on its
It
own,
just started speeding up.
and he didn't know what to do.
That's
Please hit the
pretty funny.
tree. It did.
Please hit the tree.
That thing hit the tree square on.
This is probably my favorite part. CBS has confirmed that SpongeBob will perform "Sweet Victory" to kick
Oh,
off
jeez.
Nickelodeon's first ever Super Bowl
That'd
broadcast.
be
I might have
good.
to tune in
I
just
like
for
it.
that.
Let's do it.
Just
I
for
know.
Sweet Victory.
Yeah, I'm down to lock in. I'm
And
down
then
to
I'll go
lock
right
in
back
for
to
that.
rank play.
Yeah, right. Yeah, then I'm out. And I'm gone.
I was there and I'm not.
And now I'm out of there.
I mean, this is just okay. I don't even know if I want to play the video the whole way. This couple decided they want to walk barefoot because they said there's a lot of benefits and whatever, hooey Louie.
Mhm.
So they cut the bottoms of their shoes off and they said their shoe collection is worth $4K. I have so many questions. First of all, why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's a great question.
You know how many times I'll get something stuck in my sock that was on the ground that hurts? Or
Yeah.
there's like glass on the ground. Just like randomly around town.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I know. I'm with
you can miss me with this. I don't.
I'm gonna pass. Hopefully
Wanna-
it's worth it to them though. I don't know.
This is one I have a question for. What are you doing if this is you in the race?
Okay. That.
I mean, your kid's stupid enough to run out in the middle of the race.
Yeah, like you're getting lit up.
You get.
He
your
tried
shit
to go
rocked.
out of the way. He tried to move out the way too. He went to
moved with
another
him.
lane, and the kid just kept going. Like, it's not my fault. Get your kid out of the way.
Why, if you have a kid that's like this, why do you have him? Why is there a kid on the field? That's
Why
the
is there
bigger
a kid
question.
on the infield? Yeah, dumb.
Yeah. Boom!
I'll tell you what, he'll never go out on the track like that ever again.
Oh, he just took a thigh right to the face.
Oh yeah, this kid got annihilated.
Son, if you play football, I'll tell you what, you'll never forget that.
Oh, he'll never
Hat
make this
right there.
mistake. If there's one thing he's gonna learn from this, that's for sure.
He's not gonna die from it. He's probably gonna be hurting, but. And we got mom running in late and shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I saw this. I was like, I just got to get Zach's take on this because this.
I'm
is
doing the
just-
same thing, bro. You're getting lit up. Like, that ain't my
What do you
fault.
expect him to jump over him and lose his race, or
Yeah,
fall
I'm
and
not
lose his
losing.
balance? Like,
Kid's
people are
gotta
here
learn.
to watch me run, not you.
Not this stupid ass kid.
Yeah, it's crazy. So again, that fuck around fight. This is just too funny. I mean, I think this takes the Buffalo Bills to a new level. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh. Yeah, got him.
And I think
Literally
we're
folded
listening.
himself up.
Yeah, I think we're listening to the Russian
National anthem. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, and I agree with hitting this side, but I think this side probably put him out. 'Cause that hit pretty good.
Bam. Yeah, it's coming down with some velocity too.
Yeah, your head's gonna take a little bit of a shot there, boy.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for sure.
Depending on how much liquor.
I hope it was worth it. I hope you had fun.
I mean, it's a good video. I laughed, but that's what you get for listening to the Russian national anthem in America.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's perfect.
I'm
It
sure.
couldn't be.
There he is.
I wish he became the head coach at Alabama, because I would look forward to every press conference from this fella.
I'd be waiting.
Coach Willie,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question today, sir?
Yes, sir.
What was your game plan coming into this week playing against Georgia? We've already crushed them in the SEC championship and took their hopes and dreams. And I want to know how that felt to you and what is your plan going forward?
Oh, that felt good to me. Playing going forward is just keep beating
Every game.
every
you go.
game.
It don't matter if
Every-
it's
Basketball, football,
thumb wrestling,
volleyball, baseball, whatever it is, I don't give a
chess, don't care.
Don't care.
So, Willie, would you say that Alabama is the dog catcher to the Bulldogs, and we don't put them in the dog
we get
pound?
we get them dogs and just shoot them and spit them out.
Put them in the dog pound.
That's it. Gone.
We beat
Get
them.
out of
We
here.
beat them on the scoreboard, recruiting, and
Beat
everything.
them in everything. The Tide is the great.
And so,
Tide's
where
the
does
greatest.
that rank Georgia
That's the
at on your list of real good or suck?
Georgia, they so.
Yeah, but really and truly, you don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Roll Tide,
Thank you.
roll.
Roll Tide, roll.
Blitz, Bama, blitz.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the tie.
I just love. I thought he was gonna go dog catcher. We grab him and take him to the pound, and he said we
Yeah.
grab him, and he kind of like tried to figure out where to go. He said we bite him and we spit him
Yeah, we
out.
spit him out. Like, okay, sure, we'll go with that.
Bro, Willie would be. He just needs to be like a defensive specialist or something, or like a
Yeah, get him in
special
there
teams
as
coordinator.
defensive
Oh,
motivator.
yeah. This is. I don't know if this guy won, but I mean, I think sometimes you just got to fire back here. I guess he's talking to a lady. Said, why are you as a man saying you're tired? Men used to die in war, and now they tired. So he
You
kindly
came back.
smacks the living fuck out of her with a comeback here. Why are you as a woman questioning me? Woman used to get slapped for talking too much. He's not wrong. If we're
going back, if you want to go back to the 40s,
so, hey,
it could get real ugly.
yeah, we used to die in war, and guess what? If you talk too much, you did
If
get
I come
smacked
home
right in
and the
mouth.
food is undercooked, you get a backhand across the face.
And that's not even like I hit you. Like that's just like, hey, you didn't do your job right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how that used to be perceived.
Yeah.
So I think
don't
he won
know.
this one. I think, you know what? I think sometimes you just have to stand on principle. And
Yeah. It's like, hey, I prefer it nowadays. Yeah, I don't want to go to war. You don't want to get slapped. So
so
let's
we're
just call a spade, and
good.
we'll just be good right here in 2024.
Yeah. But Lila didn't see it that way. Hey man, you again play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes.
There you go.
So, again, like you said, if you want to go back in the day, we can go back in the day.
You can
but it
go
goes
back
well
as far as you want.
I know everyone's going to think this is just such a sweet gesture by Iowa. Self-reporting a violation for impermissible contact with Alabama's offensive tackle transfer Caden Proctor.
Of course.
The real story, somebody called them and said they were going to blackmail them because they knew about this, and they got ahead of it.
Good for them. Way to
That's
get in front.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to throw a sanction at Iowa? They
Who
can't move the
cares?
damn ball.
Who really cares enough?
This is my favorite one, and it's the best thing to end on. This is what I've been asking for years. We've been talking about this. Billionaire Peter Thiel bankrolling Olympics on steroids event that allows athletes to dope. That's what I want to see right there.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't. Interesting for sure.
Could be crazy. Oh, he's gone.
Hold on, I'm back. I'm back again.
I thought you
I'm
got so
back.
pissed you just disconnected.
No. Like you're disrespecting the sport. I'm out.
Fucking,
No, I mean it could be cool. I don't. Will it end up happening? Probably not. I mean,
but man,
he'd have to shell out a lot of money. That's for sure.
just got like a bunch of Ivan Dragos going against each other.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I
would like to see how fast somebody could run, but I don't know if it would help them as much as they think.
Yeah, I feel like steroids would help more for like a contact or collision type sport. Like
it would. I mean, it helps with. It just depends what you use
recovery.
it for. Like if you, recovery, and you can just train harder.
Okay.
You can train harder, longer, and you can recover quicker. Like you're just allowed to get more workouts in and more intense workouts, which
Makes
should
sense.
make you better. But like, how much faster? Like even someone on steroids, can they even be faster than what Usain Bolt was? Maybe not. Like you might still not be able to be that fast.
Jeez.
That's the thing.
That's a good point.
Or maybe he was on steroids. Who knows?
Hey, bro.
People find a way to scam.
Yeah, it's just like winning the Tour de France, and everyone's like, "You're the greatest thing," and they find out you took steroids, and now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though you were just taking them, everyone else was also taking them.
Yeah.
And you were just the best with taking the steroids.
You were the best at taking them.
So it's like you can't even give the Tour de France to the guy who got second because he was also roided up.
Yeah. So we got to go to the guy who signed up last,
who got like 17th, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I was just riding because it was fun." Like the only one that wasn't cheating.
Oh man, that's the best one to end it on. You know?
Yeah.
There's no better way.
Oh man. Hopefully we see it one day.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. You know, it'd be interesting to see. But yeah. Tune in next week, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go over some more Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah, Super Bowl preview. Probably be pissed about the Swifty Bowl, but
we'll fight through it.
It is what it is.
All right, folks.
We'll muster up the courage to watch the Super Bowl.
Probably not.
Probably
I will
not.
watch SpongeBob though. I'll
I'm
watch.
down to watch Nickelodeon Bowl or whatever. I could be a vibe.
Do they put Patrick on Patrick Mahomes?
That would be pretty sweet. I could get behind that. And like Mr. Krabs is Andy Reid. That's Stooge.
Yes. So it's like it's the same thing they did with Toy Story, but
Yeah.
it's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I could get behind that. I will say that.
I could get behind that one too.
Yeah.
You could sign
Swipe
me
me.
up for that. Yeah. I'd be down.
They just go up to like Taylor Swift and it's just Pearl.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
Oh man. All right, everybody. See ya.
See ya.